All right. Welcome to episode 5 of the Critically Unfocused podcast. Cinco, we
Five in the
made it, baby.
bags.
Um, you are joined here today by myself, Blake,
Jamal.
Jamal up here in the right hand corner, and Tyrell in the bottom right now, holding it down there on the screen by himself. That's the good screen when you was playing like N64 3-player. One person that got the big one.
Got the big bezel.
Yeah.
I'm not sharing no real estate this week.
Tonio may or may not be joining us later. We will see. He got a new couch. Congratulations to him. Everybody clap it up. Clap it up. Round of applause for my mans, man.
New place for his girl to send him to sleep.
You know?
Feel like we'll deserve it at some point.
Clapping it up for that couch for the job is about to be doing holding them up. That's what we really need to be clapping it up for.
You are a sick nigga.
Everything is terrible. Everything.
All of it.
Okay.
Now, shout out to him and that couch though.
So how is everybody doing, man? What's going on with y'all? What's up with you, Jamal? How's your week been? How you feeling today?
I'm good, man. I got one day at work left tomorrow, and then I'm on vacation next week.
How long you on vacation for?
Just the whole week. Then I go back
Oh.
Monday. Then I'm off Tuesday.
Nah, fuck that. What you about to do on vacation?
Yeah.
No, I'm just doing that house. I just took a week off.
Oh, just something
Like
like,
we do our vacation, like we do our calendar picks. I just took this week and I forgot I came up. So it's just, sometimes you just gotta take some time off work and relax, man. Just
I fully expect to see you on Breakpoint next week with me and Blake.
yeah. I gotta after I beat some of my Hornman games, I'll make some space and.
You got multiple
How
Hornman
long?
games to beat.
No, I got yeah. All right.
All right, save those. We are going to get to that.
All time.
You know.
Damn.
Oh,
But
no.
no, I've been good. How about y'all? Y'all been good?
Yeah, man. Nothing eventful for your boy this week. Just trying to, get the summer body right. Been on the bike heavy, been in the gym heavy this week. Waking up at the ass crack of dawn to get this work in. But other than that, it's just working, coming home, chilling, man. Getting my research on for the pod, really putting the time in.
You putting the work in on the back end.
Yeah. I'm about to show y'all what's up later.
How the streets been treating you on the bike, man? Have they been kind to you out there?
As a matter of fact, no.
No.
I was on my way home from work today. This old white man in this Mustang going, yo, get out the road. I have this argument in my head, like, nigga, have you ever seen a fucking bike lane on a sidewalk? Where am I supposed to go? What's the second part of the word sidewalk? Why would I be on the sidewalk? That don't make no goddamn sense. Where else would I be?
See, and I think it's a misconception that people have that don't ride bikes that you should just be on the sidewalk. But the sidewalk is treacherous as hell and like arguably more dangerous because not only do you have to deal with like pedestrian traffic, but it's not set up for like you just go like a consistent speed steadily. Like you're ducking and dodging all kinds of shit. That people got their garbage cans on the sidewalk, like the telephone pole.
You can go several blocks without the little, the divot shit that walks into the sidewalk. I'm not doing bunny hopping. Fuck out of here. And I'm about to start carrying an egg in my backpack just to smack niggas with.
I became a regular in the bike shop when I was in college because of that, hopping on and off of curbs. Like you do it correctly, like 8 out of 10 times, but those 2 times you might pop your tire. Like,
yep. I did just get some new tubeless tires last week that have been treating me nice. It's like riding on 2 little air bubbles, which is nice. They're real smooth ride. Haven't gotten a flat yet, which I was averaging a flat every week and a half. So
wow,
it's nasty out here. Yeah, the trip to the mall is not great as far as bullshit on the road. But other than that, it's been good. But if you see me on my bike, I might hit your car with an egg if you pop slick. Starting today.
All right, we feeling yourself too much. Just remember, they're in like 2-ton metal cages, and you're out here on some pedals.
You're right. I might have to keep the Ackroyd with me, and with that pie.
Even then, you better be John Wick.
Don't test me.
Hit your ass. You be sidewalk spaghetti.
Yeah.
Don't test me.
I know you're not at the range practicing shooting off a bike, like so. I do.
Hey, you sent me that video. I know exactly what I need to do to start practice.
He's on the handlebar.
He was on the handlebars, accurate as hell, didn't slow down at all. I don't know what he was training for. Nah. What about you, Blake? What's new in the life of the stay-at-home papa?
It's been cool, man. Just been it's actually been a super chill week. Weather's been nice out here. Nothing really crazy going on. We got a friend from college coming in tomorrow to stay the night before she heads up to New Jersey, I believe, to do like some nursing type of stuff. But that'd be cool. Have guests. So
what's up?
Other than that, yeah, nothing really crazy going on over here, man. It's been aight.
Cool.
So,
Well, let's get straight into the bullshit.
yeah, let's press on down the agenda, man. No, we're not moving on to games yet. We got some current events to cover because they back at it again. Yeah. Them people,
boy,
the real national pastime, killing black
best
people.
Behavior they can't be right.
So rest in peace, Dante Wright. Unfortunate situation happening out in the Twin Cities again. While they're still wrapping up the first situation, not the first, but the last most popular, I should say. But
crazy, it's the same area. That's what's really crazy about it.
Yeah, you're talking about like blocks away from the courthouse where old boy's on trial. Just absolutely insane. Do you want to give the background of the situation? Someone else want to do it?
Yeah. So Dante Wright was the individual that was gunned down by, what was the cop's name? Kelly Dick or something like that. I don't know that lady's name. Yeah, Kelly Porter. He was pulled over. The original report was that he was pulled over for a air freshener, which is illegal, but seems like
multiple air fresheners.
Seems like we're only gonna pull you over when we want to fuck.
Yo, you probably had the black ice up there.
That's what it was, the black ice. But then I guess they said it was his tabs were expired. They asked him to get out of the car. He called his mom on the phone. She's listening in because it was her car formerly. She just gave to him, so he called her for the insurance info. So she hears them ask him to step out of the car. He asks for what, gets out of the car, and apparently they say, we'll tell you when you get out. And then he goes to get back in the car, which is when they open fire on him and shoot him. The officer, Kim Potter, who did shoot him, said she meant to shoot her taser because tasers and pistols are very close in color, size, and weight. And we often get those things confused. This woman was a 25-year vet, so older. She's been on the police force longer than this young man had been alive.
I think 26. I think it was 26.
25 or 26.
Yeah.
And she was the former head of the police union, so it seems like she might know exactly what to say to get out of situations like this. But was also training another officer at the time. So a great example for the future police that we have. But yeah, a young man lost his life over maybe a warrant that he had, which is the reason they asked him to step out of the car. But it's looking nasty in Minnesota. They can't get it together no matter the circumstances. They just can't stop killing us. Yeah. All over the country, but there specifically, it's like, God damn.
It is like the whole the whole start of the interaction being based on him having air pressure tank up in the rearview mirror. Like I whatever hazard or they may or may not cause to you driving, it just seems wild. Like as dangerous as traffic stops seem to be for all parties involved, that you would even initiate one over something like that.
Exactly.
Like
that's my thought. Is like you tell us that's. I was reading something that essentially police officers are trained that every police interaction on the side of the road can lead to you being ambushed. There's going to be somebody in the back seat or another car driving by. It's the most dangerous situation you can put yourself in. But they continually are pulling. Oh, your tail light was out. You had a blinker out. You had this and that. Like, there has to be a better system than making contact with people for. Like Sandra Bland was pulled over because her blinker was out, I think, or her tail light was out. Delano Castile was pulled over because the tail light was out. Like, you have my address on my registration. Run my tab. Send me a letter that says, "Hey, you got 10 days to fix your tail light, or a ticket's coming your way." Like, it doesn't need to be, "Oh, you're pulled over, and I smelled weed, and now this, and now that." Like,
and if
creating
even
a dangerous situation.
Like, if it's gonna be something like a tail light or whatever, if you're, I feel like if you're pulling someone over because of a tail light or specifically a tail light, I feel like that should just be like the as far as you can go with that is just like a written warning. Like, and it should be that, like, hey, just letting you know this is out. It's kind of dangerous. Just get it fixed ASAP. You got this. If you get pulled over again and you have this, or we're in the books for this and this isn't fixed still, then it'll be a ticket or something like that.
Like a fine or something.
Because you don't really know your taillight's out until somebody tells you your taillight's out.
The
exactly.
Like, yeah, if that's the reason why you're pulling somebody over, it should literally just be a conversation and move on. Like, hey, I'm just looking out for you. This is dangerous. People might not be able to see whatever. For your own well-being and everyone else around you, just, hey, make sure you run down to get this fixed or whatever. It shouldn't be like, oh, let me run you in the system now and see what warrants you have. Like, if you really cared about like these air fresheners, just pull me over, tell me to take them down, bro. You out the way. Yeah. Like, if it's really that big of a deal, like, what you running all this other stuff for? Like, what are you worried about? Like,
yeah.
Oh,
It's
no.
just I don't know. It's getting to an insulting point of like, we pulled you over for nothing. We got you out the car for like the warrant, I guess, was for a missed court date, like something that's not violent. He wasn't on the run. Like, all this situation escalated several steps because of, oh, you had a traffic ticket in the past and you didn't pay it. Like, it should never get to these points, and it's getting to the point where it's like, damn, we get to see a lot of other situations handled with so much grace and so much tact, and then when it's whether it's a 13-year-old kid in Chicago running from the cops, oh, we think he might have maybe had a gun somewhere, so we shot him, or it's a black kid that gets pulled over, and well, he had a warrant, so that must mean he has a gun in the car and he's gonna start shooting. Like, the number of times that I hear of a police officer gunned down on the side of the road during a traffic stop while they were just walking up to the car is
zero.
Fraction.
I don't ever hear that shit.
Maybe non-zero, but damn close to zero compared to.
It's not zero, of course, but like we barely ever hear.
We can't go a week without a police shooting coming out or just a police brutality situation coming out. We've got 3 in the past 3 weeks that I can think of that we're getting video of the lieutenant that was pepper sprayed because he wanted to pull over in the light. This young man that was killed and the kid that was killed in Chicago. Like,
that's the Spanish kid, right? Where they was like chasing him and then they told him to stop and put his hands up.
Yeah, I haven't seen the video, but everybody's saying his hands were very clearly visible and unarmed.
Yeah,
I watched it.
Yeah, I saw it this morning, unfortunately. And then he clearly puts his hands up. The cop shoots him. He runs over to him and says, "I need an ambulance." Then he grabs the kid and asks him if he's okay after he just shot him.
No, I'm not.
Like, no, I'm not fine. You just shot me. I think I'm going to die. Like, it's freaking ridiculous. Like, why? It wasn't that serious, man. He looked super small, too. Like, it shouldn't have got to that point, man. And he complied. He stopped, put his hands up, and then he shoots him.
And I don't know what the change is. Like, the abolish police shit, like, okay, we all see the flaws with that, but like, this system don't seem like it's anywhere. We don't got to get super deep into it, but this system don't seem anywhere close to being reformed. If you can kill someone and all of us go in with the expectation of you might get a slap on the wrist, or because we're all watching, maybe you'll get fired and lose your pension and go to jail. But the odds of that are happening just are slim.
It's not going to be a quick process to fix any of this. It wasn't a quick process to get to this point, and it's not going to be a quick process to fix it. I mean, there was more pressure and heat and eyes and knowledge and learning and everything that happened from like last summer until now. So to see it still going on, it is a shocker, but at the same time, it's like you're talking about police forces which are controlled by cities, which there are hundreds of thousands, not millions of across the United States. And then you have sheriff's officers or counties, federal police. Like, there's a lot of different moving parts in this that they all probably have their own issues, and they all have their own people that are electing officials to handle these issues, and elected officials who have different beliefs on these issues. So none of it's going to happen quickly. They made, I think, like some sort of executive type changes in the Twin Cities last summer, after George Floyd was killed. But even those, like, you're still talking about probably most of the people who are on the force now were on the force then. Whatever they learned and whatever they learned on the job is not going to go away just because of one summer. Like, it's like you said, 26 years on the force with this lady. So, it's unfortunate. It's gross. It's disgusting. It's like, it's tiring. It's like, how does this keep happening? Like, these unbelievable headlines of people getting gunned down by those supposed to protect us. But like, you just gotta persevere, like, because people have been fighting for way longer than we've been alive, and there's been progress made in our lifetimes, and there'll be progress made after our lifetimes. It's not going to happen quickly because none of this happens quickly. It's just not set up that way.
The frustrating thing is just that, like, the punishment is never there. Like, if one of us two get into it, one of us shoot and kill somebody, one of us is going to jail forever. But when they do it, they're so protected, and like, it's frustrating.
I mean, things have been changing on that end too. I mean, Amber Geiger's still locked up. She has an appeal, I think, at the end of this month. We'll see what happens with that. But
how many years did she get, though?
I think 10 or 15 or something like that.
That bitch gonna be like 4 or 5, and that bitch will be right out.
Maybe. I don't know. I mean, people like that. Civilians can get out in a similar amount of time too. It doesn't happen all the time, but like, there's a lot of cases.
Her situation, like, you're off duty in your apartment complex. I don't want any police protection. It doesn't even matter that you're a cop at that point.
Yeah, that one doesn't.
You walked in somebody else's house and shot up. Like, whatever the punishment.
You deserve to go to jail forever.
Yeah, we're dealing with a situation like that here, where the sheriff, the Pierce County sheriff, Ed Troyer, was trying to play super cop at 2 a.m. in the morning and saw, or 4 a.m. in the morning and saw a newspaper delivery man in his neighborhood and decided to follow him, and then called the police saying his life was being threatened.
I heard about that.
And the way the news story framed it was so wild because they said the police response was second only to what you would get if a LARHAR was called in, which is essentially if Mount Rainier blew up.
Yeah, it's a lava river.
Yeah, like lava river, nigga in the street. Are the two highest police responses you can get. It's insane.
I've done not the same job as that the actual carrier of the newspaper stuff, but when I was like, I used to go door to door get people to sign up for the paper. And this was like after school, and so like when it's like more towards winter months, you know, like it gets dark like 3:30, 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
Right. And so I'm walking around these neighborhoods I've never been in before with just like a bag on my hip, asking people, hey, do you want to sign up for the News Tribune? Like,
you're a big ass kid.
No, yeah, and I think about this a lot, like just because I've grown and like learned a lot, like since I've been an adult, like really in like the last like 4 years, I've learned a lot. And as a kid, like I was oblivious to a lot of the things that the world had in store for me because of the color of my skin. I didn't face a lot of those things, and when I did face them, I didn't necessarily see them as because of that. I just felt like that was just my life. That's how things are, and that's just it is what it is, right? So even like during the whole entire thing where I'm walking around delivering these papers, like I didn't associate the risk and how scary that should have been for me. I was just more concerned that like I couldn't get anybody to sign up for the goddamn paper, and everybody on my team was killing.
You're not thinking like that when you were a kid, though. And you should.
No, so this was like my first like my second official job. I was like 15 at the time, and yeah, everybody on my team. They were all Cambodian and like Vietnamese and Laotian. Like they were all killing it. Like if we set like over a certain number, then we got to go to Taco Bell the next day before work. And so everybody was like trying to put in and do all for the team and stuff like that. And like in my head, like I'm just crushed because like, dog, no one wants to buy the paper from me. Like this sucks. This is ass. And like I'm a terrible salesperson. I still think I am because of that. And then even after,
what neighborhood were you going to?
It was everywhere, bro. Like it was all over the South Sound. Like he would just drive us and sit us down somewhere, and like he had like his little the driver of the van. His name was Gus. He had like his own little heat map of like, oh, we were here and y'all did well, but we need to let it simmer for a little bit because we know like people usually stay on for this long, so we don't want to come back yet. So we'll go over here or whatever. But literally all over Tacoma. We even got into like Puyallup and like. Maybe we got to Auburn one time, but we would meet at the News Tribune and he'd just drive us to these places and we'd like walk around and come back to the van and move to another neighborhood. But even after that, like when I got pulled over with like 4 other people in my 2-door Prelude because my car like matched the description of wanting to hit and run, and we all got pulled out and laid on the ground with like guns pointed at us by the cops and all that stuff, got cuffed, put in the back of cars. I'm still not thinking like how scary this should be for me. I'm thinking like, dude, this sucks. And my friend had weed in his pocket, and this was before it was legal in Washington because we just went to Hemp Fest and went to the Taste of Tacoma. I'm like, hopefully nothing comes of this. And luckily nothing did come of it, but like that was still like a super scary situation that had I been me today, I would be way more afraid of. But it's just, it's wild. Like, because I say that to say like, I've learned so much more about like what has been going on and what is going on, and just sort of the risk and issues and problems that people with our color skin seem to face like for hundreds and hundreds of years. And you would think I would know that my entire life because I am who I am, but no, you don't. So it's like everybody else is growing as well, and it's just going to take time. Like,
it is what it is, man.
No, definitely getting old. I definitely realized like why my parents was like so like kind of strict on me doing certain shit and being out and hanging out with certain people. Especially like raising like a young black kid, like a man too. It's like, man, you don't know what's out there. Especially when you like, I'm sure you guys' parents talk to you like right when you start getting ready to drive and all that stuff. And,
no.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That was lesson 1 behind the wheel.
No, yeah.
They were vague. Like they were, and it wasn't like. I learned plenty of other stuff. Like my mom taught me plenty of other stuff. My dad taught me plenty of other stuff. But like, as far as like the being fearful and aware part, like, no.
It was just an overabundance of respect. Like, turn the car off, put the keys on the dash, put your hands on the wheel, roll the window down before they get there. So, like, by the time they're there, you don't need to move. Period.
Yep.
So I wasn't even looking at it like, oh, I need to be afraid. It was just like, be ready so that nothing can happen, and just be extremely respectful so that they don't even feel like you're on no different type of shit, which I guess in the end is a type of fear. But.
And I think I got pulled over before my dad could get to me. I got pulled over like 8 times between the age of like 16 and 18.
Jesus, they gave you that stick shift.
Yeah, and I only got 2 tickets. I only got 2 tickets. Everything else was like just a warning or whatever. And nothing like was really wild. I never really felt like, the only time I felt something was off was I was leaving my aunt's house on Hilltop. I didn't get pulled over this time, but a cop is driving towards me and I'm driving towards them, and I'm about to take a right. They're going straight. They just like flash, like, the light on the side of the car. They shine that into my car as I'm driving, but never say anything to me.
Yeah.
And who knows what that was about, but like the neighborhood, I don't know, the neighborhood could have been whatever.
I would have just parked my car somewhere or something. I don't know. I went to somebody's house.
I was so close to my house, like, so I was like,
see, that's hella close to me over there. I don't think I would have for 2-3 days.
I've had an actually surprising amount of success with getting pulled over. Like, part of it is like I'm more nice than I need to be, and they're like, I'll give you a warning for doing a U-turn here, like some stupid shit like that. But like, I don't know. I've always talked it up to just being uber respectful. You get a warning more than a ticket and shit like that.
Yeah, I feel like it's, I don't know, like, yeah, I don't know, man. Like, most in my mind, like, most people are good people, and they're not trying to do nothing to take nobody out their way. It only takes a few to ruin the whole fucking pot.
Like, some of them do want to like just push your buttons to see if they can get you react, but like some of them might just have a quicker trigger. Like, oh, I could move in the wrong way and it gets you to do something. As long as you don't do that, like the interaction should be fine.
You're bringing your fear into this situation where I can't be fearful. Like, my fear doesn't do anything for me except get me killed, and your fear is going to get me killed too. So it's like,
you scared? You stuttering over words and shit? You fidgeting and moving? You scared?
Are you lying, young man? What are you so nervous about?
Drop the registration when you're taking it out the glove box. Now you got to reach on the floor. You're fucking dead.
Like, bro, I don't want to touch shit. I know last time I got pulled over, there was like an accident at an intersection, and then so I drove like around it to go through the light, and then like maybe like 30 seconds later, I heard these cop flash at the cop sirens, whatever. And they pulled me over. I'm like, yo, what the fuck did I do? I run my window down hella fast, and I'm just fucking scared as fuck. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? They're like, oh, did you see there was a? I'm like, oh, why'd you drive around? I thought there was an accident or something. He's like, oh no, somebody's car was thing, and you still gotta wait and all that stuff. And he asked me for my license, my registration, and he asked me where I work and stuff. And I'm clearly in my work uniform still. And he's just kind of being a.
Where you work, boy?
No, don't. We're not saying people play for employment. So I learned.
Yeah, no, it was ridiculous, but still, I was just like, I clearly have a job that is very visible.
You know this uniform,
and the logo is right here. It's an animal.
He might have thought you was coming from a freaky costume party.
It was like fucking 5:30.
I've heard of them dancing bears.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
Like, okay, we'll just go go.
You one of the village people.
All right, so Blake, I didn't read this article that you put in here about the Nike like refurbished shit. What's that about?
So more or less, basically, what Nike is doing, they're taking things that were returned items that people bought, and similar to how like their outlets, and I think the factory store isn't returns, right? The factory store is like something else.
I think the factory store is like
an outlet store.
Yeah, it's like out of production shit, like shoes that they stopped making, and the like overage of those, like the overstock.
So like their outlet stores, it'll have things that people brought back that like weren't there wasn't anything wrong with them. It was just for whatever reason people didn't want them anymore. So now Nike took them back in. Nike refurbished. They're taking those shoes, and rather than just having them in the outlet stores, they're going to have them inside actual Nike stores too, in the back. And it's just part of their push to get towards like I think zero emissions or whatever, try to lower their carbon footprint and all that. But I think it's pretty cool. I
hell yeah
don't know they start with like 15 stores, they said. And I don't know how many Nike just straight up retail locations there are around everybody. It seems like most of the time I go to malls, it's like either a shoe store, it's not a Nike store. But either way, it could just be a way forward.
There'll probably be like, so like people bring the shoes back and like sometimes the boxes will be fucked up, so they'll probably just like discard the box and they'll sell the shoe without a box, and then like you can get shit cheaper without the box.
Yeah,
even on like
you can always
the resale app, like if you find like a shoe without the box, it'll be like $30-$40 cheaper.
Yeah, I think I got a pair of Forces that came with no top to the box before. But yeah, it's not a big thing.
It's worth it. Unless it's like a special box for like a certain kind of shoe, then you don't really care.
Yeah,
it's not worth it, especially to save that extra bit of money. I know I bought some Kobe's. They're normally like high 200s. I got them for like $220 without the box.
Damn,
this was years ago. Can't get Kobe's now, of course.
Nah, they sit on those a little bit. Flip.
RIP.
But yeah, that was basically it. This is a little quick story. I thought that was a cool thing. Probably see more stuff like that in the future from other outlets and whatnot.
They're trying to cut down emissions.
Yeah, just all that greenhouse gases and stuff associated with making shoes. Because there's a lot of shit, especially if it comes to like the leather. There's like a lot of like water and chemicals that have to go into that. So if you can not just trash something and just put it back on the shelf for someone else to buy, it's probably a plus.
And I'm sure when it's like, oh, this is a return now, it's got to be shipped back to Nike. Just for them to go put it in another outlet.
Again, emissions.
We can sell it right here.
Because you ain't shipping it in a Jetson tube. This is going on something with an engine.
Yeah, exactly.
Tonio, what up, man? We're gonna run you through the intro real quick, just so you can get the people what you want to get them. You hear me?
What's up, man? How are y'all today? Can y'all hear me?
We good. Yeah. How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. I'm an adult today, so I feel productivity.
Okay.
I don't know.
You want to
jumping up to how y'all been?
We've been good. We already explained that to the audience. We're trying to get you explained to the audience.
Well, everybody, I'm good, man. Just a long little week, but we here.
All right.
Ready to chop it up with my sons.
We already wrapped up sort of the topic on Dante Wright and just police brutality as a whole. But if you have anything you want to get off your chest, feel free to do so at the moment. I don't want to.
Fuck 12.
Basically, yeah, to that extent.
All right.
Nobody deserves to lose a life no matter what's going on with these people. They always go portray people to be what the opposite of what really happens to cover up shit. And it's just a vicious cycle. That's all I gotta say.
Amen.
Stop.
Amen.
How informative. Thank you.
He said a lot with saying a little, man.
The asshole of the day.
You know where you at.
Corey's an asshole at least one time towards me every week. I noticed that now.
I've gotten a couple reviews. That's people's favorite part of the show.
Is the asshole dickheads to Tonio?
Yes.
It's all the iTunes comments. It says like, we just love when you guys get on Tonio.
Man, get the fuck
out
out
Noodles saying make fun of Buddy. Noodles was telling me that shit is making fun of Buddy. You're like, what happened to your homeboy that got hit? I was like, what? I was like, oh, okay.
You mean the meat crayon?
Shout out to Buddy, man. He's on IR right now.
Shout out Big Bud. If you need one on 2K, hit up Buddy. Buddy Fofic 24.
Oh, whatever console.
Yeah. Just hit up 2K live. He got you.
Buddy will play every video game.
Hit him up. He's ready to run. All right. Speaking of games, let's get down to it, man. It looks like Xbox having some trouble with their first party titles. This is no surprise to nobody because they fucked their launch window up. Not that PlayStation did any better, but goddamn.
What does Xbox have any? What's the new game that's come out on their new console?
On the new console?
I'm not even fucking around. I don't know.
Halo got pushed back. Remember, because the head director,
Flight Simulator,
quit. So I think they say they want Halo to come out next winter. That's like their goal.
I think there's a game in the Ori series that it came out for the Series X and S.
Is that on PlayStation also?
System came out.
Yeah.
Ori
Will of the Wisp?
Ori and the Blind Force, and then the second one is Will of the Wisp, right?
I don't know. You tell me.
I think that was out before the new console.
All right.
Yeah, that's not before the new console, huh?
But if they did the little PlayStation does this too, y'all don't try to act different now where they slap a little upgrade on it and like, oh, look at you can do the ray tracing. Oh, enjoy your console.
Hey,
Yeah,
we got
bullshit.
Miles Morales, and that's better than anything Xbox got.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't
I
wanna
got
fucking
Miles Morales. You right? They got
hear it.
Halo
Listen, nigga,
Reach.
you got the console. What do you mean, y'all?
Nigga said Halo Reach, bro. You know,
It looks better now. I be playing it on my computer.
nah. When's the last time you played Halo Reach?
Literally like last week.
Like 2 weeks
For
ago,
real?
I do some shit like
Yeah.
that.
Blake just be turning shit on to say he played it.
Yeah, you
Reach
be
was
bored
Reach
as hell
before?
sometimes.
He's like, I want this to pop up at the top of my Steam library.
I've been telling y'all since 2012 to get a computer.
Was Reach after 3 or was it before 3?
I think after. Yeah,
Okay. Reach was the shit. Reach is the one that had the abilities. Remember?
that's hard.
Where they
Yeah.
had like.
put my cap on for the capper.
Oh, you're stupid as fuck.
Did I haven't been telling y'all since like 2012 to get a computer?
A fitted
It
turn.
ain't been that long.
It has been because you know how I know when the PlayStation 4 came out. I said these are gonna be the last consoles. It'll be the last one that I buy too. And I said in the time from here till now till whenever the next thing is, y'all have plenty of time to get a computer. I said that then. I know Tyrell remembers this. I had this conversation with him.
This is true. Blake gave me hella computer parts. I took him to his house to put it together. He turned them shits into a microwave.
Again, you should have done that. You should have looked it up yourself and figured out how to do it.
Forgot about that.
I was young in the game and was not doing that professionally yet. So
Boy.
Damn, that was a long time ago. I remember that now.
yeah,
Holy shit.
but
He said,
either
my
way,
bad, I fried your shit.
yeah. Like I've been saying, like get a computer, bro. This is what I consider my
We're poor.
home console now. You're
Hell
not. We're gonna do this. Are we doing this?
Don't lie in my pockets.
All right.
I need another stimulus.
Y'all are lying. You don't need another.
Anyway.
So
Anyway.
yeah. So either way, Perfect Dark and Everwild looks like they are years away from coming out.
Was Everwild the game where like you're in like the forest, you could like transform into like different animals and shit?
Yeah.
No, I'm dead serious. Is that it?
I don't
don't
fucking
fucking
know.
If
I
that's
put
what
this
I'm
on here
thinking
because
of,
Perfect Dark.
I saw that at dude. They showed that at E3 maybe 4 or 5 years ago.
Sounds about right.
It looks like kind of cartoony. I don't know. Maybe, yeah.
I
It looks like you might be
Maybe.
transforming in this.
Yeah, I feel like you could turn into like a bird and shit and all kind of shit.
Damn, a bird. They gotta push back the bird transformation. That's crazy.
I think
I know.
so. The
What's
next
your
story
name?
was that BioShock, the next BioShock is going to be open world, and I don't know if I'm here for that.
Were you here for the other
Shit,
Bioshock?
BioShock Infinite was
Yeah,
fire.
that last BioShock was tight. It wasn't an open world though.
Did you beat it?
Nah,
Did
it was
anybody
pretty
beat
like
Yes.
Oh, you did.
I
Oh.
finished that game. Why are you like this?
I'm
What's
shaking.
happening right now? I feel like I beat it before you guys.
I don't know if you beat it before me because that's when I had GameFly. And I was able to beat those games hella fast and send them back.
The
did,
last
'cause
BioShock?
I didn't
that
beat it.
was.
Wow, you was like the only person I knew that took hella advantage of game.
Nah, yeah. Shakur put me on GameFly. That's how I found
Game
Last of Us.
Shit.
Tonio don't know
I
shit
was-
about nobody, man. It's crazy,
Fuck no, I'm over here like sheesh.
man.
I don't know, like if I'm a big fan of like open world first person games for some reason. I don't know why. It just doesn't kind of feel the same to me.
You know, I was game flying in Dreamcast games.
Shut the hell up.
Y'all weren't outside. It's cool, man. I understand. It's all right.
I literally,
That was Hollywood
literally
Video.
wasn't outside.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like hell yeah. No way you was doing it.
I wasn't?
Games.
I
Yeah,
wasn't?
facts.
That was definitely back in the day where like GameFly was a concept to me, and I was not asking my parents for GameFly.
No, I was watching like Arena on G4 and Blast. You don't even remember Blast? Blast before.
We're poor.
I remember. No, wait, you really let GameFly to drink that game?
Blake had a
Yeah,
beautiful childhood.
I'm pretty sure,
What the
yeah.
hell? None of
Huh?
this.
You not trolling?
No, I don't. I'm almost positive I was GameFly and Dreamcast games. I had that a long ass time ago. My mom she got Netflix on disc and she found out about GameFly and got me that. And I started out with just getting one
Netflix on
game,
disc.
and then I took it over myself and I was paying for 2 games a month. But like I was like level 3 rewards and shit.
What 2003, 2004? I'm sure.
Oh, was it that early? No.
I think I got rid of my Dreamcast in like 2003, if I'm not mistaken.
How close
Yeah.
together were Dreamcast and GameCube?
Right, like one and then the other.
So I was definitely
GameCube.
game flying GameCube.
Yeah,
so
that's not crazy.
yeah, I'm pretty sure I was doing it for
just was
Dreamcast.
afraid.
too.
I used to be.
I don't
afraid of
remember.
that.
I don't remember playing Dreamcast in like middle school. I was probably off of it by then.
It died quick, but you know
Hey, Dreamcast was the
Yeah.
shit.
it
I
was.
remember
Doing that.
my dad's friend. He put a chip in ours. We used to have all the burnt games on there.
Oh yeah. Now my boy Dennis, I think his uncle had a chipped one, and you always tell me about it, but I didn't know anything about that back then.
No, that was the shit. My dad do all the little scammer shit back in the day.
Burn. I had a homeboy who used to burn video games. I did not know that was a thing.
Yeah, we had a chip PS2
like,
too.
yo,
You had a chip PS2?
PS2 or PS1.
That's insane.
It might have been a PS. Well, I know, like when we did it, we had 2 consoles. Cause I remember my dad. Damn, it was like kind of like by where Mega Foods used to be at, like some houses over there. My dad used to go over there. He like $5 a game. Just some random dude my dad knew.
I
Like
had
knockout games and all kind of shit.
a similar story to that. It wasn't. We didn't get no games. I remember like no one time I was with my dad and we went to like some alley on the east side, and we were just sitting there and the dude came out or whatever and like we came away with a
They got an 8-ball.
Nah. it was a cracked, I think either cable box or satellite box, but that's like the one like
everybody had that cracked cable box. The one with like the one that looked like a PT Cruiser with the wood grain on it.
Nah, ours wasn't.
Wow.
It was just like a black box with orange LED letters or screen on it basically. But
and you got all the rest.
It sounds like the old like that's I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, and you did you have a controller with it and stuff, and there was like 2 buttons on the top.
Yeah, there was like barely no buttons on it. Then I think because we had cracked satellite one time, then we had cracked cable. The cracked cable like, had like another black box on the side of it too, like a splitter or something like that. But that was fun.
I've never heard of the term cracked cable.
What do you call it?
Everybody had that.
I don't even know. Yeah, I never heard of that. That's just like saying like stolen cable.
I know niggas in Tennessee was stealing cable.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, but I've never heard it be called that though.
Yeah, I just always heard everybody referring to it as the, hey man, you got the cable box with the wood grain on it. You get the wrestling pay-per-view. Like,
pay-per-verge. It's got to be verge.
Dude, they used to have
Hollywood.
They had like the premium channels on it back then too. I think like they had like HBO
everything. How much did the service?
I wonder how much that box cost.
I don't know.
What was it? What was you watching as a young kid on them channels, Core?
No, I don't think I was really. I don't think I really tried to like watch porn.
Nobody. You say you're watching real sex. He's like 7.5 watching the shit.
I definitely went to the house in the morning one time and waited for my dad and my mom. Well, my mom was already gone, but I waited for my dad to drive by me, and I went back to the house and I definitely watched that WWF Diva swimsuit shit on that cable box one time.
I thought it would be way more sinister than that.
Oh no, that was it.
Yeah, what was Sable doing on there?
She was giving it up.
What exactly does giving it up entail?
Rita, Trish, all of them was on there. Then
Trish Stratus.
I know y'all remember when everybody had regular
cable out there.
Channel like 99 and 100, like it was obviously like the Spice Channel and the Playboy Channel, but they would be like super blurry down. You couldn't see it. But like if you stayed up late enough, like it would like clear up for a couple minutes at a time.
I have no idea. I just watched the Bible channel.
I was not that dedicated.
Now, like if you stayed up like late enough, like that show would be clear. You got like a 6-minute window to get your shit off.
Once VeggieTales went off, I went to sleep.
What was the time slots, Corey?
I don't know. It was probably like midnight or something though. I know I'd be hella tired.
You got first period, dozing off, drain. You don't know
like
what to do.
That's definitely like elementary.
Damn,
you're like 9. Damn. Jesus Christ, you were like 7, 8.
I was a horny kid, bro. I used to watch Telemundo in the morning, not knowing what the fuck they were talking about.
It was a baddies.
The weather was the weather was going crazy.
You was wired different, boy. Goddamn.
I ain't gonna cap you. I got a Roku TV. That was on Telemundo for like 45 minutes when I first got the TV. I'm like, yo,
they know soap opera. I'll be watching the weather and I'll be watching the little game show where they got I don't know, they be doing some wild shit, but shout out to Telemundo.
You still be watching it?
Nah, I got good visuals. Nah. Come on, bro. Yeah. Speaking of Telemundo,
that was 2 years ago when I was doing this.
All right. Did y'all update your PS5s? Everyone except Tonio?
See, I'm not liking this. I'm definitely not liking this.
My bad. I'm busy. It's next on the list.
Did y'all update y'all weak ass PS5s? What's the update? What the update consists of? Is
some bullshit. Tyrell tried to hype it before, and then now it's nothing.
You can store your PS5 games on an external drive now, And like, I think you can do share play between PS4 and PS5 now.
Tyrell pasted the shit on the thing and immediately hit the chat like, yo, outline updated.
Because it's the first thing in there, and I don't know what squares these niggas is in, but I know these niggas don't be looking at it.
The only two people that update this shit are on the left side of your screen right now.
Hey, I'm crazy. I be meaning to like a motherfucker, but I be like, damn,
that's cool.
I swear
That's
to God.
cool. I think we covered most things anyways.
Hey,
So yeah,
I'm picking up my old outlines. You guys did not want to see it.
He said, I just post shit on my notes app when I think of it. Post it in the motherfucking outline.
Yeah, man. I'm like, you don't post it so I don't see it.
I got an outline in my book.
I was over watching that screenshot video of you and me like, this motherfucker's an asshole, but okay.
Well, I don't know what's going on with you.
What is this?
That's your outline?
Some topics.
See, Jake Palmer, Ben Askren.
Girl, bitch, we got
This is what. So this is when you come out of nowhere with the shit. This is what you pull it from.
You can put a notebook out.
He got the death notebook.
Composition notebook.
But yeah, the PlayStation update wasn't about shit. You could just put PS5 games on your external drive now instead of storing them on your tiny ass hard drive.
I really don't feel like I'm missing anything on this weak ass system right now.
Do y'all have data caps?
Yeah, ours is a terabyte.
Oh, okay. No, that's livable. I feel like you got data caps, Corey?
Yeah, I hardly ever go over.
Yes.
Damn, you do Tonio too?
Where's data cap?
Yeah, he does.
Probably
Go on.
I don't know what the fuck it is.
On your internet, do you have like how you used to have like 2 gigs on the phone? You could use a month for data.
Oh no, I was like maxed out. Yeah. Oh yeah.
All right, can we move on?
No, the reason I ask is because the storing PS5 things on external drive, it makes sense. It's a plus if you have data caps because these games are big as hell. So
the only time I ever went over my data cap was the first month I got it, and I was downloading everything. And then when I had to send my old one back and get a new one, and I had to re-download everything again.
I think
so
if
actually going over on that shit.
Yeah, you gotta pay like what? I don't know how much you gotta pay extra. If you
like $15 per like 20 gigs or per 10 gig or something like that.
Oh no,
too much.
I don't know. We only went over that once. Our bill wasn't that much higher.
Okay, so you managed to stay under it most months though.
Yeah, comfortably. Like we stream literally everything, and we're always on the Wi-Fi in the house, and we usually hit like 800 gigs at the most.
Okay, no, that's cool. Yeah, we don't have them here. Spectrum does not have data caps, so shout out to them.
Yeah, Comcast does whatever they can to fuck you, so they definitely do.
Yep, that's what I've heard. Luckily, I have not had to sell my life to them yet.
Oh, you will.
Cherish it. It's inevitable. They're gonna buy Spectrum or something one day.
They can't. They got too much money. Plenty money. That's what they mean. Like that.
Comcast got all
plenty money.
They see they can't buy each other. It's probably gonna be like some monopoly shutdown
like
type shit.
Antitrust shit.
Yeah, you can't do that because they're already big as hell.
Yeah, Spectrum's on the West Coast too. I know California's on Spectrum.
We had them in Ellensburg. That was the main provider out there.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Spectrum Sports is where the Lakers play. Shout
out to our Fortnite fans, whoever's out there playing Fortnite. We fuck with you, even though we don't fuck with that game. But Aloy's coming to it, so have fun with that.
The real killer.
Aloy, the legend.
Yep, she top 5 PlayStation series going right now, holding it down. She's coming to your game to make it a little bit better. Enjoy. You're welcome.
They've been getting some hitters over there. Not that I want to play that game.
They are licensed content kings out there. They got everybody.
They be dropping that bag.
I swear I just seen Frieza on there the other day.
Yeah. Wouldn't
surprise me though. I feel like I have some Dragon Ball Z shit. I know I see every Marvel and DC damn character in Fortnite.
Hell yeah, twice. All right, we can move on to the TVs, movie / podcast section, man.
Say what?
We're gonna move on to the TVs, movies, and podcast section.
Oh, yeah.
If y'all wanna, this is a moment where you plug anything that you have been watching that isn't Snowfall, Invincible, or Falcon and the Winter Soldier, because we will talk about those. So anything you have been watching or watched that you want to bring up or talk about at the moment, now's your chance.
We've been watching.
Good. That shit's getting good as fuck.
Watch what is? Top Boy.
Yeah, Top Boy.
It's getting really good.
They wilding out there.
The part I'm at now is where the one chick that told about what's her name, Layton, that told her that she told her exposed Sully's location.
Yeah.
And her sister done beat her ass and kicked her out.
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
I'm at that part now.
Oh my god, her sister wild on her.
Literally, the last part I'm at is where Duchesne pulled up at her house, his girl's house, looking for her, and she had her hid. So that's the last part I seen. But
just wait till there's a twist at the end. Whoo!
I'm ready for it. I want to watch it.
Yeah,
it's tight though. And I have been watching Invincible too. That shit is getting tight.
We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that. That's just part of the staple programs because we all watch those. I know we all watch those.
What episode is this? 6 now?
We're not talking about that shit right now, man.
I'm saying I'm behind. That's all I'm saying.
I'm on 4, so yeah, I'm catching up.
You want to say it one more time, Blake?
So if you have anything that's not Snowfall, Invincible, or Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and want to plug it now.
So me and Amir have been watching the second season of The Circle on Netflix. Just came out. It's trash reality TV, but it's fucking hilarious.
I hate that fucking. I watched the first one.
They fucking it's essentially these people are in an apartment by themselves, and you have to like, it's like social media Survivor. Like you're all in the same apartment building, and you have to like you be the most popular person from day to day or week to week, and not get voted out. You don't get to see people, so you can catfish. So there's an old gay dude on there who's playing a young gay dude who's actually straight. One chick is on there playing her husband, posing as a single father. So it's pretty interesting, but it's just funny to watch the people because they'll very quickly, like after 2-3 conversations, like, oh my God, this is a person I could be friends with outside of this house. And it's like, this is a man that you're talking to. This is not who you think it is. Like, it's on Netflix.
It's funny though, because at the end, they'll be like, oh, this person got to be exposed. And then you get to see if the person's real or not after like they get voted out.
Once you get voted out, you go visit somebody and they end up being catfish or some shit. It's pretty entertaining. And then we watched that damn, I can't think of the name of it now. That Joey Badass movie on
Watch
Netflix.
That too. Oh yeah.
The little short 30-minute joint. Two Distant Strangers.
So this isn't sorry, I'll go back to The Circle. Is this like a scripted show or this is like a reality TV show?
It's reality TV.
Oh wow.
It's literally social media Survivor.
It is weird because like they'll have like a TV there and it's like your computer screen and a woman will talk to all of y'all at the same time and be like, you so and so go to this area here and talk and stuff like that. They even got like a blind dating show like that. They never see
Married at First Sight. That shit was funny too. Yeah. The Married at First Sight shit was funny because the two black people got together and the minute they met, that nigga, like, he told the chick he was bisexual, but he did it in like the most abrasive way possible, and was just like immediately was like, if you don't accept me right now, we can never. And she's like, damn, can I get a minute to like process? We just got to know each other. You didn't even tell me. So then she walked out singing Beyonce, telling him to kiss her ass.
It's that same show?
No, it was a different show that Tony brought up. But yeah, anyway, we watched the Two Distant Strangers, Joey Badass, which is like Groundhog Day, where Joey Badass keeps getting smoked by a cop over and over and over again. And then he appeals to the cop's better nature, and the cop still kills him. Fuck the police again.
Right, they whipped the whole scene like with them like getting close to. That's what fucked up.
Bonding like a motherfucker.
My bad. I didn't. Sorry, I didn't ask y'all what you're playing at the moment. I just started giving out gaming news.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah, that's fine.
We ain't playing nothing different than last week.
2K Call of Duty.
2K Call of Duty.
Yeah, we ain't playing nothing different. But yeah, that's all I've got for shows.
Oh, I meant to tell you, Tyrell, that we went to Giselle's parents' house to go watch for her birthday last weekend, and like my homeboy told me about this show you guys might like. It's called More to Love. So I cut it on and we watching the nigga. The first scene, nigga, is some nigga eating some pussy. Right on there. Like literally the first scene, bro. And I'm like, yo, I didn't know this show was like this. Literally like the first like 2 minutes, bro in there, like munching her down. Giselle's parents are sitting in there.
That's gotta be hella awkward.
I'm like, damn, I didn't know they was getting it in like that. Said you gotta. That's my homeboy.
You did that to us before. You told us like check out some show on Netflix, see if you make it past the first 2 minutes.
Oh my God! But that's different though. I didn't recommend you to watch the entire show.
Is it?
What show was you talking about?
That was wild. Yeah.
Don't worry about a horn man.
Bro, did you watch it?
I did.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, you gotta do a reaction video to that or something, Shakur. You probably sit there and just stare at that
He's
one.
like, oh.
Yeah.
Y'all seen he was
Like that.
Have
Yeah,
y'all seen
Oh shit! You talking about the shit on HBO Max? Yeah, you should-
yeah, that
Of
show.
HBO?
It's not that freaky afterwards.
It's
Yeah, I
just
don't think so,
wow.
but there was just the first
What
scene
show
that threw it off. Like, oh
I was
snap!
talking about it last week. The More to Love show where he puts the chip in the chick's brain so he can like see
Nah.
her. It's like see through her eyes.
Oh, that
But
wasn't
yeah,
it.
in the first scene, he's eating her out because he has like he makes her go through like a ritualistic.
That's not what it was.
orgasm every
This is
time.
something else.
No, not what you're talking about. You're talking about the movie Love that was on there where it starts with something similar,
That
but much
movie
more
was weird.
graphic.
I couldn't even
Much
get. When
more
I got
graphic.
past it, I was like, "What it's about?" Is I didn't know what the fuck.
All right, I
was
just
going
want
on.
to, since y'all playing on the same game, I want to say what I'm playing real quick. MLB The Show 21 came out. They messed up Road to the Show mode, but it's cool. I'm thugging it out. It'll be all right. You can't transfer your saves over this year. It's like the first time it's been that way, maybe ever. There's always been continuity. Now there's not. Now they have like a fourth narrative, and it's just weird. But the core gameplay is still the same, and it's still really good. So it is what it is. The way that they did it though, now this one character ties into the Diamond Dynasty mode, so they're trying to like kind of spark up the microtransactions. It's kind of a nasty turn that we're seeing right now with sports games.
Sounds like 2K.
Yeah, the 2K bug might have bit Sony San Diego. We will see. It's not really egregious yet, but it's just kind of a nasty take. I picked up a Plague Tale Innocence. That game is like an emotional roller coaster out the gate. It's like very narrative heavy. It's a super good looking game, but it's like little puzzle solving type thing where you're trying to keep your little brother alive because he has something with him that all the people want him dead, but it's during like the bubonic plague times, and you're part of this noble family where everybody knows you and they want your whole family dead, and it's just nuts. Like you're like a 13-year-old girl and like have to protect like he might be like 4 or 5 years old little brother. Pretty emotional game, but it's pretty fun. Not fun, but interesting, entertaining, I would say. I'm playing Doom Eternal. Haven't been playing Dying Light or Resident Evil 7, but I plan to play both of those. My coworker just convinced me today to play Resident Evil. He told me like the whole entire story and stuff, and that sounded cool. And also been playing Dirt 5. But
the Plague game you said, is that on PC?
No, it's on PlayStation 2. It's in the summer sale actually. It's like $9.
Oh, okay.
It's on Game Pass too.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to everybody on the podcast with an Xbox. Oh, it's just us.
Oh, hey, that's reminds me. Blake Outriders is on Game Pass. My coworker told me.
Is it? Damn, yeah. I don't want to turn that.
I'm gonna download. I'm gonna fuck with it this weekend.
Do you want to turn on that Xbox?
I gotta blow that dust off that bitch.
Oh my god, I might get it on PC to play with you. I'm not playing on my Xbox.
Yeah, all right,
my shit's unplugged.
I gotta plug my damn Xbox back in. I don't even like looking at that bitch.
All right. So sorry, because I took off on a tangent there. Shakur, do you have any shows you want to plug?
Nah, man, I'm just still watching that prison show, and I'm watching anime. I started watching Megalobox. It's like futuristic boxing. It's an anime.
Is it good?
I started watching that. I'm on episode 712 of One Piece.
And that's what 1100 or 1200.
It's almost like 1,000 now.
Damn.
And that's pretty much it. Anything besides? Yeah, no, that's about it.
Antonio, you did yours already, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was talking about that show with eating pussy and shit.
Top Boy. I was talking about Top Boy, but yeah. Good highlight for you, Shakur. Yeah.
Huh? I don't watch shit like with titles like that. It sounds weird to me.
Top Boy?
Yeah. They don't even show on my Netflix.
You are wildin'.
I got the Styles P set.
Right.
Yeah, they've seen this man is wildly homophobic. Don't show him this title.
I have been.
Good day, bro.
Bro.
Niggas watching SAS shoot people. Get the fuck out of here.
All right.
Bro, they're actually pouring acid in people's faces, but same thing.
You doing real gangsta ass shit on there, bro.
That show's wild. That show's really good. I really recommend Top Boy. Myself,
like that.
I have been. Mayans is fire right now. Y'all still not watching it? I hate y'all. It's cool.
I think I'm gonna start it soon.
Yeah, season 2 is better than season 1, bro. But season 1's not bad. Huh?
I was halfway through season 1.
Mayans.
You've been telling me you was halfway through season 1 for 2 years.
Sounds
I
familiar.
started this shit last year. I was liking it. I just stopped watching it.
Yeah.
I think I was expecting like more nudity and shit from like women
from an FX channel.
This
Yeah,
nigga's
FX show,
kinky
yeah.
as fuck tonight for some reason.
Well, I'm just saying, like they were showing some bad bitches on there. And I
The
He
horny
must be
glasses
over there
turned into
drinking
the
it.
horny shirt. This is crazy.
Nigga horny as hell.
Oh no. Okay. I've been watching. I've been watching them on Amazon. I'm like only on episode 4 though, so haven't got to the part that causes an outrage yet. But so far so good. I'm enjoying it.
How's are they just harassing niggas on there?
Nah.
That's the Amazon Prime show, right? What,
Yes.
Lena Waithe? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
What's she
it's actually way more complex than it seems to be getting talked about. It's I don't know. I recommend it. It's been cool. Like there's like a supernatural
Finish the
aspect.
show
There's
first and then tell us that.
Huh?
I said, don't tell us you recommend it till you finish it. Because it seems like everybody that finished it is the one saying it's some wild shit. So
I feel like
finish it
nobody's actually watched it though. People seem to all be talking about like what something else told them was going on there, and then they'll see the clips of
I'm
those
talking
crazy
about-
parts with no context of anything else, and then
I
that'll
don't
be
even
like
watching what people are saying. I'm talking about the articles that have been written about it are saying that shit.
yeah.
I'm assuming those
I'm
people have
questioning
watched
these
the shit.
articles though because the show does not I don't know, like it's a horror show. We can have a discussion about this. So I have an issue with like this.
Oh,
It
brother.
seems like almost like a double standard, right? When it comes to our stuff, and by our stuff I mean stuff made by like black people. There's like this issue with this show because depictions of violence against black people and I guess of black children as well. But the horror genre, like rap music and anything else, isn't really something that is for catering to a code, right? As long as like you can deliver it in whatever fashion you want to deliver, like it fits the artistic vision, then it fits in horror. Like horror is of wild shit. Like you're not telling like other horror movies to tone down and reel it back. Like this is too much. But because it's about us and about the horror is like a
double
different
standard because this is the first time I've heard of a black horror flick getting talked about like this.
That's what I'm saying. But like you haven't heard of other horror movies getting talked about like this.
I don't know. Other horror
I
movies
think
are showing
now, like,
black
what
babies
I'm-
being murdered while their mom's raped.
But if it was a baby getting murdered while their mom's raped, you wouldn't have heard about it. I'm saying it's happened in horror before.
I don't know. I just don't.
But
I don't see
that's
what
the problem. Like
double standard is
you,
at.
you don't know about it, but you know about the outrage about this show. And like I'm
Sure,
saying,
but I
like in
don't know
horror,
what-
that's not across any lines. Like that's just horror.
Well, because it's black people, it's like that.
Because it's us, like now it becomes like a larger like social issue. Even though this one's made by us, like it's like what are we? I don't know, man.
I mean,
Like,
niggas want to see it.
huh?
No, I think
See
right
what you're
now,
saying.
from what I've been
That
seeing,
ain't too
people are
bad.
just tired of seeing like kind of like black trauma, and because that's what it kind of looks like. That's what people were saying. Like, oh, I'm tired of seeing like, why can't black people ever just be happy and some shit, and just do like some regular funny shit? We gotta be being harassed by some.
Movies with happy black people exist though. This is a horror like show.
No, I'm saying this is what I've just been seeing online. I
understand that. It seems like unfair, like outrage and caution because like.
That like people don't fuck with Lena Waithe on the internet. People hate her.
Yeah, it's like people
She's
want the
corny.
show to be something other than what it is, and like if you like are letting this show like be like a horror like thriller mystery show, then it's fine. But like if you're wanting this to be something that's like going to uplift you and make you feel better afterwards, like why you're watching the wrong thing. That's not what this is about. Like it's not what it was trying to be about. It's not gonna have somebody. I mean, I don't know. Like there is like empowering moments in this too, but like the goal of this show is to not. It's to make you like creep out like and feel scared. It does that. So far, I don't know.
Yeah.
But you do
I
recommend it.
still wouldn't say it's a double
I'm gonna
standard
check
because
it
I feel
out.
like other horror movies do get criticized if they do shit that takes stuff a step too far. We just got Lovecraft Country, which is a black horror mystery thriller shit, and no one had that reaction to it. So yeah,
And I wonder why, because there's horrific violence against black people in that show. The whole entire show is horrific violence against black people.
Sure, yeah, and they didn't have that reaction. So yeah, if this show is doing something that people feel is too far, that they're going to say that. And you said you haven't gotten to the part where people are starting to say like, all right, this is too much. So yeah, if you that's why I said finish the show because it seems like people are
Yeah,
getting
no, I
into the
will.
show and saying
I've heard
too
people
much.
say that they've watched 20 minutes of it and it was too much. And I know in the first 20 minutes
Sure.
there's not anything
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, and I'm not going off of.
I gotta see
like
this shit
the
for
stuff
myself.
I've seen has been people saying that they finished it and weren't fucking with it. But I'm also like I wasn't planning on watching this shit anyway. So
I'm kind of
I
curious.
was
Man.
outraged.
Yeah, if Sean can show you need to watch, you got to watch
Yeah.
it and get your own opinion of it.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
I'm through 4 episodes. I understand it could definitely get crazier. I'm just saying to this point, I really like the show. It's been good. I like the aspects of horror that they've implemented here, where it's coming from like 3 different angles. I like the sort of period piece part of it of black people escaping the Jim Crow South to go westward to Los Angeles, trying to find a better slice of life. I like the social aspect that it's shown of, like the family, they pushed out and moved into a neighborhood that really wasn't integrated yet. They were like the second family of color to move there versus like choosing to go to a neighborhood with more black people because they took the stance of they didn't want to go where the race people wanted us to be. We wanted to go where we want to be. We're not living by the rules no more. We already ran from that once. These are all like real things that happen in real life, and I like how they're depicting it and telling you about it and not holding anything back from that. So, and then yeah, like I said, the horror part of it, where there's a supernatural aspect, there's the real life horror part of being the one black family in a racist neighborhood, and then there's the thriller aspect of the actual human violence that is occurring here. I'm excited to finish it.
How many episodes is it supposed to be? You know?
I don't know in total. I think probably like 11.
Oh shit! Okay, and it's only on what episode 4 right now? Are they all
No,
out?
they're all out. They're all out. I just haven't finished
Oh
it.
shit! Okay.
Yeah, I'll watch more this weekend. I finished Darwin's Game.
Oh shit! Shout out to you.
Yeah, that shit was fire. The main character turned up in the last episode and finally let go and just started clapping people, so that was cool. Started Mob Psycho.
Yeah.
The animation on there is insane in the combat.
It's funny looking, but like
Yeah.
it looks good at the same time. The people just look funny, but the animation looks really good.
Yeah, when they get to fighting and shit though, it gets insane.
That shit.
And then I started this
How many
other.
episodes have you watched?
So what you say?
How many episodes have you watched?
I'm on 2. I just started that today.
Oh,
Okay.
what?
Mob Psycho.
Let me know when you watch a lot more, and let me know who your favorite character is.
What's it on?
Funimation.
Crunchyroll's on everything.
Yeah, anything.
It's on everything. Funimation.
Mob Psycho?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then
My
I started
favorite
this
characters.
other anime called Mix. It's about it's a baseball anime about these kids trying to like be the ace on his high school baseball team with his twin brother. And that's pretty interesting.
I haven't heard of that one. No, I know the other baseball one everybody talks about is like Ace of Diamond or some shit like that, but I haven't seen that.
Huh. Is that so they reference that I think on this one because they play some music and they're like, oh, is that from the old like Japanese baseball anime or whatever?
That might be it.
Yeah.
Could be it.
It's pretty good.
I watched the basketball one that was tight like that. It was called Kuroko. You seen that Kuroko's basketball?
Yep.
I haven't seen that one.
That's the one they made the shoes after, ain't it?
No, that's Slam Dunk.
Slam Dunk. Oh.
That one's old as fuck. That's like from the 80s, I think, or something like that.
Yeah, Kuroko was tight though. It's like 2 high schoolers, freshmen that's like ranking up the nation. It's tight though.
You watch a Hero no Sora. That's the other basketball one. That one's pretty good. 50 episodes.
All right.
But yeah, I was going to tell you that you got my favorite character on Mob Psycho was the Reagan.
You know, the salt punch.
No, that's my thing.
That boy's a scammer. So I told you that you had all the low level ones, like you worried about. Lying to the phone.
He's the funniest character on there. He's a fucking.
He's like, maybe he said, we get this demon right, maybe your wife's face will get fixed. Like, there's nothing wrong with their face.
No, that dude's fucking stupid.
Yeah, he's funny.
Shit.
All right, y'all get the snowfall.
Please. I'm
All right.
ready.
No, Antonio left.
Is this the Man Boy Appreciation Hour?
Oh my God! First off, I do want to give it up because I thought Man Boy was an excellent villain. That nigga was smart. And he was all the crazy I wanted Franklin to be. He just wasn't smart enough.
He was smart though.
No, for sure. Going spoiler alert. We are about to spoil.
Yeah, Skip all of this shit.
Dog, I'm confused as to how. So he knew that the girl he paid to play Franklin ended up playing him, and he went there with not all of his people, but his main people. Just they was kikiing in the car, no head on the swivel, no extra person to go in the house with you, nothing. He was just like, I'm hitting the front door. She's gonna be in here by herself. I got to drop on her. Not thinking like, yeah, they told you exactly where to go. You didn't think he'd leave Jerome. He didn't leave nobody at the house with her.
That's true.
No,
I didn't do it like that.
So in his defense, I feel like his plan would have worked perfectly had he have not been in so close with that group of people before this. Because now they know how he moves more so. But
for sure.
He was smart and thought ahead of time and knew that she was playing him. It's just that the people that he was trying to get at had already worked with him and like learned his patterns and stuff like that. So they knew like they were playing one step ahead of him while he was playing one step ahead of them.
Yeah, no, but I liked it. This last episode was great. I liked the sister a lot. Like she was with all the shits, and then I liked her outgoing monologue of like, why do I got to be the bigger person? Like, you kill my people. Why do I got to be forgiving here?
Yeah.
Like, if you gonna kill me, but you kill my baby, I ain't gonna forgive.
And the abrupt end of the conversation.
Yes.
Oh my God.
I wasn't really expecting
Jerome,
that. I thought they were gonna let her go.
Because she put out the bounty. I knew he wanted that one. There's no stopping him. He was on a mission.
Yeah. I liked the go ahead.
I liked how Man Boy was talking shit through all of it. Like he found the ground already shot, still talking shit to
Franklin. 2 more shots to the chest, and he's like, "Pussy."
About how he messed this up, about how he's still gonna mess the rest of this up, and then they shoot him 2 more times, and he's still talking.
And I kind of like the foreshadowing because I don't think he's wrong. Like,
no, he's not wrong.
That Leon and Franklin relationship ain't for the long term anymore. Nope. Like Leon does not seem to fuck with him. He's been wanting out, and it just seems like they're growing further and further apart.
I think they might be kind of getting back on track because he did save Leon's ass.
I don't think Leon cares. Like, oh yeah, I want to forgive this girl and see if we can like make her. Oh, you killed her right in front of me. Oh yeah, we gonna send Fatback to jail, so I don't gotta go. Oh, Fatback is dead. Like he's got in his eyes. Every time Franklin makes a decision, it's the exact opposite of what Leon wants. And I think Leon's getting closer to the point of like wanting to be a boss.
Leon decided like that was the best move to send Fatback to jail because Leon damn sure didn't want to go to jail.
Sure,
I think because he thought he was gonna get killed in there, right?
Yeah, which he would have.
Yeah.
But also, Fatback just got in the car.
And then, like, come on, bro. Like, this bitch put the hit out on all y'all. And, like, you can't leave that bitch alive. I'm going to try to give you out, even though I killed your daughter, made her a fucking slice of Swiss cheese in front of you. Like, bro, like, there ain't no coming back from that. Like,
there is none. But, hey, no. I just feel like Leon takes a different approach to pretty much every situation that Franklin does, whether it be in the right or in the wrong. And I can't see them continuing to butt heads how they have been and just continue to work for both of them. Whether it ends up with somebody turning on somebody or somebody leaving or Franklin killing them or I can't imagine.
Savage, man.
Well, no. I think Leon's smart enough to know that like I just gotta stick with Franklin. It's like I'm already outnumbered. Like his biggest muscle
he didn't want to be with Franklin 2 episodes ago.
Yeah,
like I don't know. We'll see.
I think they're stuck together just like by default, not necessarily because it's working. But I can't see Leon going anywhere. He knows way too much, so he really can't go anywhere in the first place.
Yeah,
and then he just like you said, he has no one to turn to either. So I think
isn't he wanted? He's still a wanted man for that. Oh no, because they got Fatback for that, right?
They got Fatback. Yeah. But yeah, no, this last episode was great, and R.I.P. Man Boy, because he was a great villain. I loved his shit.
I wish it didn't have to go that way, but it is.
Seriously, I was really hoping that we can get some Man Boy and Franklin working together for more time.
Just all his scenes like was full of like I don't know, not necessarily quotables, but quotables. Like when he was like talking shit to his boy he's playing dominoes with, like all that stuff is just gold.
What did he say? I got ends as long as forever or something like that. Fuck, I got to cheat on you for it.
Yeah.
And I watched some behind the scenes shit with him, and he was talking about he's from like deep South Virginia, and he was talking about how it was hard to get that accent. And he sounds like he's speaking like a Virginia nigga on the show and just threw a little bit of West Coast twang on it, which
Chris
I
Brown.
think made it like a cool, interesting voice. Yeah, I think he's from the same place, Tampa.
Hanny.
Yeah, but yeah, no, that was a great character. I'm sad he had to go because I fuck with Man Boy. And Scully went from the craziest nigga on TV to kind of pussy over the
He
past.
got cracked with the ashtray.
What you do that for?
Oh, okay, that was an ashtray. I thought it was a cup.
No, it was a glass ashtray.
Scully went from crucifying niggas to like, I don't want to go outside no more. We just need to piece it up.
Nigga, that sound like it hurt.
It's
shattered too.
Back to, thank you. Every time they send somebody to Franklin's door, he send a body back. So I don't know.
Oh my God.
I think Scully's seeing the real.
White
the
Jesus
realization.
Y'all remember how happy Scully was when Franklin gave him that gun and he was riding to go do whatever?
Boy,
He was
that
having
big ass
fun.
50. Speaking of, I loved how Jerome shot the one nigga in the warehouse and was like PTSD immediately. He smoked 3 niggas in the car and was like, yeah, like this is me now. I'm a fucking killer.
Hey, man,
Jerome been pussy for 2.5 seasons.
They touched
I would
him.
say he's been pussy for 2.5 seasons.
Every time Franklin want to do something, man, we just need to sit here and wait.
You can't just have like yes man. You gotta like, hey man, is this the right move? I feel like he's always like he's there to like check Franklin and like kind of question and make sure.
Yeah,
like, this
so
the right course.
it changed in Jerome when he found out who they're really working for. Now he don't care.
Yeah, for sure.
I
But
fuck
yeah,
with
great episode. Can't wait to see how they wrap this season up and if they get more seasons.
Next week is the
Season
finale.
finale?
I think so.
You said the
Yeah,
finale?
I want to say next week is the finale.
Yeah, it's gotta be soon. Invincible. So we're not everyone's on the same page on this show, I guess, right? And everyone's on,
It came out today, right?
I don't know
Yeah,
when
I
it comes out. I've watched 5
It
episodes.
comes out Fridays.
Yeah, I didn't watch today's episode.
Okay.
Same.
So
Tony, are you caught up on that?
What?
Invincible.
No, I'm not like the 4th episode.
We
So
the
even-
general
also,
impression. We haven't talked about it at all yet. So
The last part I've seen was when they sent the demon back to hell.
Oh, okay.
that might be like episode 3, maybe, right? Yeah, because you're watching 4 now.
Yeah.
Damn, you didn't get the fucking.
No. The last part I seen was when he met the black dude. The black dude's the last part I seen. That's after that.
can we
Yeah,
do
Titan, 'cause-
spoilers?
Yeah, when
let's
Titan came
just
through,
do
yeah.
like through episode 1 then, and just like kind of thoughts about the show and like guesses as to why what is happening.
So me and Blake, we kind of discussed it a little bit this week.
Yeah.
I think Omni-Man's play, based on the way he took out the other group of superheroes,
Yeah.
and then I said when he went to that, when like the aliens was coming and he went to their dimension, I was like, this is not your world to take over. I feel like he, like something might have clicked in him where he's like, yeah, I'm ready to take this world over. I've got my kid who's also now a superhero like I am.
Mhm.
We can start like systematically wiping out these other groups of superheroes so we can run this planet and we can be good or bad, or we decide, we make the rules here, is where I think they're going.
I think the same exact thing, because the night that he found out his son had the powers and stuff like that is when he started to think of all
Yep.
this.
Immediately.
And he doesn't want his son to be a part of them because he wants to train him on his own. He's so focused on training him. I think we got to see what Omni-Man's intentions is behind that, because it's always going to be something like that. But he wiped them motherfuckers out. Was so vicious though.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like what are his intentions? Like what do you think they are? Like why did he do what he did? Do you think it's just purely he doesn't want anyone else to train his son, or like?
No, I think it's going to be something other than that. I don't know what it is yet, but I think it's going to be something with them two trying to team up, and he's going to try to tell his son what's going on, the reason why, which I don't know why, but I don't think his son's going to do it. I think just the way his heart is set up.
He's trying to work on the competition.
And his mom.
Mm-hmm. Every time you watch the show, it's always like mom or his mom say. It's always where he goes with at the end of the day too, because he's always resorting to her every episode or so.
I think sort of like Tyrell said, like because right now with the Veltramites, the history of them has only been told through the mouth of one person, and that's Omni-Man.
Yeah.
He said that they're this race that gets sent off to other planets to be heroes and protect them, and
I
all
don't
this
think
type of
that's
stuff.
true either.
Bring them
Who
forward.
knows what that means?
Well, he's the only
Exactly.
person that said that to him, though, and
Yeah.
that could just be part of the spiel, right? They could be Saiyans, like they could just be like world conquerors. Like, it's not about them uplifting the planet; it's about him taking it over. And maybe he didn't think he could do it and live with just by himself, but now he has a son that has power, so I can take these guys out. By the time he comes up and gets ready, we can do the rest of the planet. But let me get rid of this first group first, so then we can go do whatever afterwards.
And part of what I thought that too was, if you remember, I think it was the second episode, the dude who comes and like tests to make sure every planet got a superhero.
Oh yeah. He's like, you don't know who I am.
And Invincible went and fought him. Like, we don't know where he came from, what he did. He just went and fought him to get rid of him. Like, he could have been coming for something completely different, you know. But I think all of that's going to kind of play into whatever Omni-Man's intentions are.
But that guy was part of like some kind of council, wasn't it? Because then he said like he's supposed to go to like U-Earth.
He said
some galactic certification board.
Yeah,
whatever.
But to Blake's point of like the Vermilions or whatever, we don't know. Like, he could be like, oh yeah, I come and check up on and make sure you're on track for what you're supposed to be doing. Like, we don't know. So that kind of thinking of like, we don't know where this motherfucker came from. He's just a superhero that dropped onto this planet.
Told him a cool story.
Maybe meant to take it over. Yeah, and made up a story. And this nigga could have been like, yeah, I'm coming to check on you. And he's like, yeah, send my son up there to put hands on him real quick so he don't come down here.
Work him out real
I don't know.
quick.
We'll see, though. But, Tonio, you need to catch up. Because this is one of the few shows where, like, every episode gets better.
I know every episode get better. I can really tell.
Yeah, this last episode.
Who's your favorite? Who's like your favorite character so far?
I don't think I have one, really.
I'd say Invincible.
I liked the little demon detective dude.
I do, too. I fuck with him, too.
Yeah.
It was cool.
Yeah.
He was.
That
Straight
motherfucker's
to the
smart.
point with the
It's
shits.
funny.
Yeah, straight to the point with the shit.
I like that.
I fuck with
demon
him.
lion
I fuck with
dude
Invincible.
Who's
from
that?
4. I like that demon lion dude. That's my favorite.
Oh my god, he's a problem.
Oh,
He's a
boy.
fucking
Yeah.
beast.
Don't
You'll
spoil
see
it,
this
please.
episode coming up.
God.
Like, he's a fucking monster.
Nice.
Yeah.
Whatever they said Aaron Donald did, he did.
Boy.
Oh, man.
Eric Donald got to get a pistol to him.
Nah, they lied on him. We're gonna get to that though. I don't have it on the list. We're gonna get to that. The tape came out today. They lied.
Allegedly.
What's the little superhero team called? What are they?
Team Force and Fighting Force. And
Yeah.
Galactic.
Something.
Team, I think.
Oh, another character that I've been looking at on that show is their robot. I don't know what his intentions is.
Oh, yeah. Well, I think we know it. I think he's trying to make himself into a superhero or make a superhero. But I also think
Is he evil, though?
know that Omni-Man's some bullshit.
No,
I
think that's what it is. I think he knows. I think he knows it was Omni-Man. He can't give it up. But whoever the demon
Smart, ain't he?
told him before he left, or he figured it out with his own stuff.
I think he
Sounds
figured it out.
The cloning dude.
Because my fault. I keep talking over everybody. Keep going. My fault.
When they first set up the team, the girl was like, he's like, yeah, I know what it's like. Everybody looks at you and thinks one thing, but on the inside, you're really another. She's like, how would you know? You're a robot. I think there's something else with him where he knows more shit about everybody else, and he's about to make a superhero.
And that older guy handpicked him specifically to make his own team.
Mm-hmm.
He knows that Omni-Man killed them, but he's trying to figure out why, too.
Yep. I agree. Yeah.
He's smart, too. He's smart, too. The dude with the torn down face. I know they're going to show why his face is like that eventually. But he's smart, too.
They've got to make sure when they point the
show.
They got everything in line because
you need to, because Omni-Man will fuck you up.
Omni-Man cold.
Bunch of niggas on airbrushed on hoodies.
For real.
Put your ass on.
Not only did the first episode take that wild ass turn, but the way it took the turn, like it wasn't just like, oh yeah, he killed these superheroes. He was turning niggas into fucking blood smoothies and shit.
It was a sneak attack.
Like, hey, do you hear
blood.
Oh shit!
You gotta watch episode 4, Tony. I'm telling you.
Yeah, dude.
Because
when you done, go watch it.
Yeah, I might have to, because the last thing I remember seeing, and now I remember, is that they went to go to the Machine Head. So they setting up to go to that is what I'm at.
Mm-hmm. Fake ass. What's that Superman villain? Nah.
Lex Luthor?
No, not Lex Luthor.
Getting pressed by my dogs.
Damn, I can't think of the damn Superman villain.
With that chip in his head, you thought he sniffed some coke or something when he put that chip in his head, though.
Might be.
We can take a quick break and then come back and talk from Nigga Bird.
Oh yeah, or if y'all want to talk about it without me, it don't matter.
I didn't finish that episode. I got like 20 minutes left of it.
Okay. Let's take a quick break.
Well, yeah.
I'll put it
Let's take a break.
127. I'm a
And
Falcon
we back. Yeah.
and Winter Soldier.
Um,
Punching us in at 142.
Shakur, you said you haven't seen this most recent episode.
I've seen most of it. I got like 15 minutes left.
All right. Well, we'll talk about
y'all shit haven't
It's fine. Y'all can talk about it.
We can
Yeah,
talk
well,
about
you can talk about
the last episode.
Hey, now all you miss is like a montage of Sam working out with the shield.
Yeah, it's not crazy.
Yeah,
But
it
dog,
is.
Shakur said it last week, and I'm gonna reemphasize: the Dora Milaje had John Walker in fucking hell.
They had all of them in here.
He immediately went and put on the steroids. Like, nah, I'm not fucking doing this. He bitches beat my fucking ass.
They're
and
an
spared
issue.
my life.
They're an issue.
Yeah, no, they're nasty.
Old girl took Bucky's arm off. She's like, you.
Yeah, she poked it a couple times. I was like, what is she? Oh, this shit.
Yeah, he was just twitching. He was,
I've seen people debating on Twitter that they were fucked up for not telling him there was a failsafe for the arm. Like they should have told him there was a failsafe for the arm. Like, yo, he's a
What would
nuclear
he
weapon.
do?
you got to keep something over the white man.
I don't know. I don't know what he would have done.
Yeah,
Maybe
it
try
wouldn't
to
have made
fix
a
it.
difference.
I don't know.
Like he ain't about to engineer vibranium. He ain't Wakandan.
Yeah,
He ain't Shuri.
Yeah. This episode was good. I do want to know what's in that box. I was so when Falcon, when they were fighting John Walker, whatever, he got the shield back. I was thinking like, damn, I wonder if he's gonna try to get some serum, or maybe he'll turn into the Blake Penta, and they'll give him some of the juice. I can't imagine they're just gonna give it up like that. So I know that's not what's in the box, but I was like, maybe because he's black, they'll give him some of the purple drink.
No, I think he has a suit and new wings in there because his wings got torn up in the fight with John Walker with U.S. Agent.
He ripped his wings off like a.
I think that's all that's in that box. Though. It's new wings and probably a suit for him because he can't get new wings from the government. So they'll probably just Tony ain't gonna make him either. You know, he got a commission.
New wings and a JanSport.
Something like that, man. But I think Bucky is supposed to take over the Black Panther role, not in the sense of like him being like the king of Wakanda, but sort of being the actor for them as the White Wolf. Yeah, I think that's like kind of what's happening there because he seems to be the favorite of Wakanda at the moment as far as people they like. So,
damn. I feel like it's gonna suck that we ain't getting a proper Black Panther too because we ain't got Chadwick Boseman. I don't know what they're gonna do. I'm sure they'll do something good. It'll be great, but I kind of wish we got just a proper follow up. I think it was acting his ass off. Jamal's smiling too hard. He about to say some bullshit. He about to say some bullshit.
Bucky over there getting reverse black popping in Wakanda.
Reverse black.
What?
What does that mean?
Reverse blacked.
The website.
So you don't think this is a platonic relationship with him and the Dora Milaje? You think?
Come on, bro. If you're a hero, come on, bro.
You're saying that they possibly owe him some type of like physical action because he's a hero?
Nah, but he probably wants some pussy though.
Nah, but
Falcon's
sister was ready to give up the box immediately.
Yeah, he was hella flirting with her.
She said hi?
Barely.
Nah, he was flirting with her.
Everybody felt the energy clearly. Even Falcon was like, "Hey, nigga, what?"
No, he said, "Get your smiley ass away from here."
He was
they was both smiley. She rubbed her legs together.
Think about like they took care of him. And you know they was giving him like baths and shit.
So this is all it takes is like someone makes you a meal and says hi to you one time and you're fucking.
Think pussy is
If you're giving me baths, there's gonna be some kind of energy there.
Who you talking about? Who gave him a bath?
You don't think he was getting baths in Wakanda when he was out of commission?
You think he was like coming to America 1?
Definitely. Oh fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Because he was over there. You think that's how they give it up in Africa?
He had a whole arm missing.
You can top-notch treatment over there. You have to.
They was giving him baths, bro. Come on, bro.
They had him in like the animal village out in the middle of nowhere.
So he was bathing himself while he's like half crippled and beaten up and couldn't do nothing.
Or maybe it's Wakanda and they invented some technology to help him bathe, where they don't have to get inside the pool and rub his genitals.
No, Shakur needs to start writing parody porn because he can turn anything into a porn.
He's gonna write Rule 34.
Anything at all. This nigga horny as hell.
Jesus Christ.
I'm just saying, man. Now, shout out to him, though. I fuck with Bucky.
I'm sure you do.
I like
deserve a
him,
little bit more.
I like him and Falcon together. A dope little tandem. They're funny.
You know what I thought was interesting is in the Captain, I don't know which Captain America movie it was, but in one of them, I remember his suit, they made like the little magnetic things right here for the shield latches onto it. They never did that for Sam, but he's like catching it still and all that.
Yeah, he catches it every single time.
Because the
Lucky too,
vibranium is in him. He's black. Come on, man. Open your third eye, brother.
What's that? I'm missing.
Huh?
How's he? What's the black part?
You gotta carry the 3 and then you'll get it.
Yeah, because Sam.
Uncle, and his nephews call him Uncle Sam.
No, just
because it's kind of funny.
We all come from there. If you really think about it.
What?
Yeah. The science.
You're right. I'm wrong. All right. Music. What y'all want to highlight, man? What's going on?
This falls under music. Did everybody see the Cassidy and Hitman battle enough? Like, do you guys remember it well enough? Just we go over.
Do you believe?
Tonio, did you see it?
I haven't watched this. I need to get URL, bro, because
that's not on URL.
RBE. Do you believe?
Blake sent us the link. They got that.
I started watching it. I didn't finish it.
Blake, you finished it, right?
Yep.
A lot of people say Cassidy be Hitman.
Because Hitman did not show up the way Hitman was supposed to show up, and Cassidy did.
I thought he was gonna get Cassidy the fuck out of here, especially after that face off. Nah, he blew it.
Yeah, I say 2-1 Hitman, but I could see 2-1 Cassidy as well.
Same. I think Hitman. Like, do you think Cassidy won the first round? Is that the one you for sure gave Cassidy? I for sure have Cassidy winning round 1.
I don't remember now.
And then I think 2 was just like a weak round, but I think I gave the edge to Hitman. And then the third round wasn't that good either, but I kind of gave the slight edge to Hitman. But then, like, they had that big ass altercation and they had to stop the battle for like,
okay, I'm remembering
almost 10 minutes. It kind of like killed his like momentum. So it was like I could see anybody giving that round to Cassidy or Hitman.
Hitman was in his feelings on the battle. I hate when you when battles get so gassed up and they never turn out how you think it's gonna be.
Dude, it was super intentional though, because they obviously had the beef, whatever. Then he was talking about, air this bitch out. And, Hitman had his bag during the face off, so you could definitely tell that he tried to make sure like there was like everybody was clearly trying to show that there were bloods up in there. I remember like some dude, they were like people hopping from the crowds, like jumping on the stage. And then, like, trying to get up into, like, all the
commotion. They had a COVID crowd?
Yeah, they had a crowd. And then, like, there's this one dude. He looks back into the camera, I swear, and he like, fixes his rag and makes sure it's, like, hanging out of his pocket to know that, like, now we got a bunch of blood up here.
You're going to see this.
Battle Rap moved to Atlanta, and they've whenever they do crowds, that's where everything is.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
But, like, that only jumped off because of, what's Hitman show out? Yeah, like he was saying something like, and I got the 9 on me, and he kind of like got too close to Cassidy, and I think either Cassidy or his like security dude, whatever. And he's like yelling and all that stuff. It was like, yo, like as a security guard, you don't know like what he has, because he's saying, because obviously they had like the history from the face off. I'm like, he might have a gun. He's going like this, bumping into my guy. I gotta protect him.
It's also hella funny to think of that, because could you imagine fucking Hitman Holla and his people shooting Cassidy on stage? Like,
yeah.
So much.
Dude, imagine Cassidy shooting up the damn face off. I don't know what the hell Hitman thought he was trying to accomplish.
Yeah, like what is happening?
He was holding
like, we got real street niggas with us. Both of you niggas have been on TV multiple times. You're not shooting anything.
I'll air this bitch out right now.
Hitman beat up one nigga on YouTube and has been talking about known for knocking niggas out for years.
That's funny as hell.
Some of them kind of like some sucker punches.
Oh, I didn't see a comp. I think I seen 1 or 2 fights. One of them he did. He definitely whooped on somebody.
No, he whooped somebody's ass. And the other, like, he just kind of got the jump on somebody, and they definitely jump people.
Okay. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with jumping people.
But nah, man, like Hitman for the energy of the damn face off, he didn't take care of business, man. It was a bad performance.
I've been checking out Geechee Gotti's like podcast recently called No Studioing, and he was talking about I think he said 2-1 Hitman 2, but his reason was that Hitman, like, his bars are like dated, like he's rapping like it's like 5-6 years ago in battle rap, and you don't do that when you're going against Cassidy, who everybody knows like hasn't been like up to par and stuff like that in his recent battles. But you don't let him be competitive against you if you're going to try to say that you're of this era. Like, that's not what it's supposed to be. So I think he had Cassidy 3-0 actually. But
you gotta get him out of here, man. And especially for like Hitman's he's a good battle rapper, but he just
he's one of the best. Or of the URL era, he's one of the best.
Yeah. He's up there.
Yeah.
I think he had a weak performance, man. It was bullshit.
Yeah, like
the biggest Cassidy.
He did the one remix in the first, and the remix didn't even hit the way it's supposed to hit. Like,
he did it. That remix was weak as fuck.
Yeah, I don't want to hear that no more.
I don't know.
This isn't about this battle. What was the line that you sent us this week?
Oh my god!
I'll kill you with pulverize. Pulverize.
That made me want to stop listening to rap. That shit was awful. Good God.
That's the biggest reach ever.
That's hilarious that was on bar of the year.
Do you believe?
That's the biggest reach ever.
When he like, when I kill you with pulverize, I won't bar you up with pulverize. And then he says
that. Yeah. My pulverize. Right.
He was like, I was like, no.
I love the ad-libs they put over there. The dude
and we try to steal from Reese.
It's so fucked up.
Camry.
Oh my goodness.
But Hitman got to step it up or he might be done.
I think he probably going back to Wild now. I'm sure that Cassidy check was nice.
Yeah, I wonder how much Cassidy gets a battle because he's clearly like a big.
Whatever it is, it's more than the guy he's going against, because that's what they say. They always say that. I'm getting paid more than you. We can have smack right now. Beasley, come over here. Beasley never comes over there.
Nah, Beasley just be over there.
Beasley don't be on the stage. He be chilling.
He's like, no, I'm going to stay over here.
Yeah, smack. You go out there and make faces at the people.
If I can,
Tay-Rock battle.
Oh, go ahead.
My bad, because they said that I was watching like the round when that chick came back at Tay-Rock when he kept telling her all kind of bitches, and she was kind of barking.
They all be barking. I just watched the month of March. The woman be going in.
Her response to him calling her every type of bitch, she won that round.
No, yeah, she definitely won that round.
Yeah.
It's just the bitch
all that, which was funny for Twitter, and then you look and it's like, oh, she actually washed that nigga.
She won that round.
Yeah, she absolutely washed that nigga.
Bar him the fuck up. He was saying bitch. He was like, damn, nigga, you how many bitches you?
It was just like jokes, but like she definitely barred him out. When he said she was built like a melted tire or some shit like that, that was funny.
Melted tire body, bitch.
He was funny for a second, and then he turned me into a feminist. He called her like 87 bitches, and I'm like, this is a little overboard.
It's a limit. It's a bit. It got to be a bitch limit.
You call her a Gary though.
Do you guys ever watch the? You guys watch those King and Queen events where the men go against the women? So they either go two ways. Either like it's close, or the dude is just destroying the woman and she can't do anything. It's ridiculous. Like they're
which is what I've typically seen.
The worst one I've ever. I think.
What's going on? Tay-Rock being disrespectful again.
The worst one. You remember that one when Charlie Clips was going against?
But that was like a comedy show aspect almost. It was having fun.
It was funny as hell. The last round when he was talking about like how her and her friend like fuck the same dude. That was funny as hell. But he was destroying her.
Didn't they start beefing too on the stage?
Yeah. Actually, it wasn't like as serious because they did have a rapport with each other. But it was funny as hell. I was like, damn, this is like I can't imagine like some of those other guys battling women. Like I got to start watching some more of those.
No, Arsenal battling a woman. Like, come on.
Oh my gosh, have he done that?
He probably has, honestly.
Oh, that's got to be so fucked up.
Yeah,
K-Shine or something. I can't see K-Shine or Arsenal battling.
It wasn't the first chick Tay-Rock battle though.
Yeah, them gun bars don't get old though, especially in battle rap. Especially when Tyrell said he has a 9mm shotgun like this and shit.
Every time.
The bigger 9.
I don't have too much to say about the music topics we have for this week, but I had to give it a little bit of time after Black History Month to breathe. That Jack Harlow album's kind of fucking fire.
No,
that's
not doing this.
That album's
not hard like that.
Nah, that's just hard.
He got
It's
some
not
vibes.
bad. It's all right.
Yeah,
I'm
I've
good.
listened to it all week. After his,
I feel like the
Tiny
single
Desk, I
best
listened to
songs on the album.
What's popping?
What's
Yeah, and
Poppin's
the other
hard.
songs.
Tyler Hero is hard. 21C is hard.
Can I just like
Uh,
on the topic
He's a hit maker though. He
of
definitely
Jack
get hits,
Harlow?
though.
Like I fuck with Jack Harlow, even though like I haven't listened to his album that much. Him as a person, I don't know. It just seems cool to me. Like his old stuff is popping up on my YouTube a lot. Like of him like 13 years old, like in Louisville, Kentucky or whatever. Him just like rapping, doing songs for like his boys, and them like being in his video and like being hyped for him and stuff like that. And just he's like rapping about like corny shit, like not corny in the sense of like it's fake, but like he's like, no, like I'm a white kid from the burbs. These are my friends. This is my crew. We just be hanging out here.
which is still what he raps about. Which I can fuck with a white rapper who's not trying to like.
But
do
he's
too
never,
much.
he's never switched up. He's just always been him everywhere he goes, and like, he's wanted to rap for a long time because he's been doing this for a long time, and it's worked out for him. So, like, I fuck with that. Like, people like pursuing their dreams and it paying off. Period.
Yeah, y'all know how I
seems
really
funny
fuck with white
too.
rappers. I fuck with him.
Whenever I on the Revolt basketball tournament thing, like when he's doing commentary on there, he was funny. Every time I'd seen him pop up like on an interview something like that, he's funny. So
he was showing little baby how to stretch.
yeah, I just want more Jack Harlow. Like, Jack Harlow be on the microphone and more things.
Don't get
like
any more.
you like him as a person?
Yeah,
What you saying?
yeah. And I mean, the only like music stuff I have with him is I ran through that album one time, and then he was on Madden. And I watched him freestyle at Funk Flex, and he tore that down. He did good up there.
You gotta watch his Tiny Desk. That shit's hard.
I haven't seen
You
that yet.
niggas is legit fans.
He's straight. He's cool.
I just
Gotta give credit where credit's due.
spent 3 minutes telling you about how I have a passive interest in this guy, and I'm more so interested in him as a personality. And you said I'm a legit fan, but it's cool though. That's par for the course, Tonio.
You're
don't
a fan
listen
of
to
him
shit
as a
I say,
person.
man. It's crazy.
You like the grind.
Antonio
I
takes
feel
the
you.
first words you say and doesn't listen to shit.
He's zoning out. He's looking at his own shit in his
He
head.
definitely, you guys named his album is nice, like 5 singles and where he came from. You guys definitely fuck with him. It's okay.
I said personality.
Well, I mean, he
I
got
fuck with him. I ain't gonna cap. I fuck with him.
Yeah.
Jack Harlow, a top 5 white rapper all time.
He ain't fucking with my boy Mac, but you
not
know,
a long list.
Yike.
Not a long list.
You want to do
Accept
this?
Kane?
No.
Yeah, do it.
Top 5 white rappers of all time. 1 has to be Eminem. 2
Does it?
has to be Mac Miller.
Is
Has there
it?
been 5?
Where's Logic?
Logic's not.
Logic's mixed, right? He don't.
Logic's not white. If Logic's white, then Drake's
Lil
white.
Dicky, where Lil Dicky rank at then?
On
Lil
the
Dicky can actually rap.
he's like a gimmick to me. I don't know. Like
He started out as a comedian, right? Yeah, I consider him as like a gimmick too.
You got G-Eazy. Post Malone said he's not a rapper, but he's a rapper.
okay. G-Eazy probably be
That's an awful list.
he's in the 5.
No, the
Machine
list.
Gun Kelly, where is he at?
Awful list.
MGK just on freestyles.
Jesus
MGK just on freestyles.
Hey, MGK did wash your number 1 in a beef.
He got him. Yeah, he
did.
got 46-year-old Marshall Mathers out of here.
Yeah.
Definitely did. Got him the fuck out of here.
Yep, he wasn't even in here. He got him out of here.
Nah, he got a rise out of Eminem like a motherfucker. I don't care.
You guys like to hear a list of
Definitely
white
triggered.
rappers?
A list of white
No,
rappers.
I really think
Y'all
that
listen to you guys' memory.
Fuck.
Sure.
All right. Eminem, Aesop Rock, Machine Gun Kelly, Yellow Wolf, The Beastie Boys, Mac Miller. I got Logic on here. That's not right. LP,
Why do you guys think that's not right?
Yeah.
Lil Dicky,
Asher Ross.
G-Eazy, Action Bronson, Macklemore,
Okay,
R.A.
no, I got my five.
Action's up
Paul
there.
Wall, Bubba Sparks, Lil White, the Legend,
Wow.
White.
Everlast, Asher Roth.
Drake's not on there though.
No, yeah, Drake's not white.
Drake looks like a black.
Why is Logic white then?
No, I didn't count Logic on that list because I said he's not white.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no. And Bubba Sparks. They got Kid Rock on here. Fuck him.
Here's my gauge for being white. If Logic walked up to me and was like, "What's good, nigga?" I would have several questions, and if Drake did it, I'd be like, "Okay, you look mixed."
But which
But I don't
which
care.
I think it's just how they rap. You say that though.
But
But if
if-
Logic
if-
rapped a different way, you wouldn't say that.
Whatever logic you're about to bring to this Logic argument, I don't want to hear it.
I'm saying because Logic looked wild when he had like the shaved head and all that, right? He looked absolutely nuts. If Drake did that
Yeah.
same shit and walked up on you and said that, you'd feel the same way.
I've seen Drake with shaved head.
No, you haven't. Not like Logic.
He's
Like
biased.
Right.
He biased.
I know when Tyrese called some of y'all nigga, you're like, wait a minute.
Shout out to Tyrese,
Yeah.
I just look like this.
the bilingual brother.
Yeah, I know for a fact when Tyrese called you guys a nigga, you're like,
Yo,
it's just happening.
I don't want to put no one's business.
Don't.
We was in Mexico.
I've known him.
I found out he could speak Spanish, and then I didn't know why he could speak Spanish, but he didn't want to tell the Spanish people why he could speak Spanish.
I'm packing one of y'all out.
You thought he was white, Blake?
No. It's when
Oh.
I found out that he could speak Spanish, but then he told me why he could speak Spanish and why he can't tell them why he can speak Spanish.
Yeah, tell me later. Tell me off
I
air.
need to know this too.
Yeah, no, don't talk about it here,
Nope.
please.
Nah, we
Yeah,
good.
no, I said
Shout
off
out to
air.
him.
All right, can we skip the white rapper list and go into sports, please?
You
Oh, all right.
you
Well,
do what,
Paul
bud?
Wall was number one.
No, I have my actual list though.
Oh, brother.
And this is just my list, not like it's not gonna fit everybody else. So I haven't listened to all these people. Eminem, Mac Miller, Action Bronson, LP, and then Asher Roth is number 5.
Okay.
I had a chef I used to work for. He thought A$AP Rock was like one of the hardest fucking rappers he's ever listened to in his life.
Never heard him.
I've never listened to him in my life. I think
Yo,
I thought he
shout
was
out
about
to
A$AP Rocky forever.
You remember when I was arguing with Grace about best rappers ever, and then like Grayson said A$AP Rock, and I was hella bad because I thought he was talking about A$AP Rocky.
Bro, I was the same way. Like, who the fuck
He
is
was
that?
pissed.
And this is like off the height of like his second. I'm like, yo, A$AP Rocky got like a good little following right now. He got 3 good projects, but he's not a top 5 rapper all time. What are you talking about?
He said A$AP Rock because that nigga like has used every word in the dictionary
I was
over
like,
the course of his career.
oh.
Some
And then I
shit.
clicked the song and I was like, oh yeah, fuck this.
Is
I don't
A-
think-
Is A$AP Rocky a top 5 rapper ever from Harlem?
No. It honestly it might be close because I was talking to this about somebody, but he might just because he got 3 good solid projects. 4 if you include the cozy tapes.
Who's top 5?
So it's not a lot of people from Harlem, is what you're saying.
Cameron, Mace, Loon.
Ain't
Cameron,
that edging out A$AP Rocky?
I would say Loon has enough to be in that
Rocky.
conversation.
No, yeah, no.
That was nice.
I'm not arguing that he's nice for not. I'm
There's
just
no
saying
Snoop,
like
no
you have
Lone Slander on
enough
this
catalog from Loon to say that he's
No,
better
yeah.
than A$AP Rocky.
G-Dep was from Harlem, right? Was G-Dep from Harlem?
You're not putting G up above A$AP
No,
Rocky.
I'm just saying, like, I said, what? He's top 5. A$AP Rocky?
Okay.
He's top 5.
He's top 5.
Is he better than Dave East?
Oh, fuck, Dave East is from Harlem. A$AP Rocky, yeah, he got better shit than Dave East.
Yeah, he does.
Dave East doesn't have a project better than A$AP Rocky's first 3 projects.
Niggas still talk about Loon, G-Dep, and Black Rob like they had a hit after 2000.
Hey man, now we're doing the Black Rod right now. Not right now.
Man, get well soon, Black Rob.
Shakur was going crazy over Black Rob this week.
Man,
His
I
old
just
employer.
hope he doesn't die. I hope he's fucking alive. So
Would
he
you
was-
fight Puffy on site if you seen him? And security wasn't there?
To rob
I
him.
might try. I might try. Man, I think.
Can I get the black card with the
I
PIN
don't.
number?
Dude,
Yes.
I really don't fuck with him, dude. Honestly,
I followed this TikTok that showed this woman was bringing up like I think she became with like 16 different rappers that Diddy's fucked over, like artists that Diddy's fucked over.
only
Crazy.
16?
Look at it.
He's had
Well,
16.
she's doing like it's like part 1, 2, and 3, like 5 artists. I think she's done 3 of them already. Like, god damn. I don't even think she brought up Shine yet. Now that I think about it,
I think
Shout out
like-
to Danny King. He paid them and Trident layers.
I've been like
Yeah.
probably on the defensive for Puffy more times than not, but it is absolutely
murderer.
wild. Like when you just like even
a
if you have
terrible
nothing
rapper.
directly to do with it, how many of his artists like end up in like bad situations, like terrible situations, and then you see the headline of him like, oh, he's worth $750 million now.
with that weak ass smile out of them little ass teeth.
Take
Yeah,
that,
black
take that.
capitalism ain't the future, bro.
When what was it? Patrice O'Neal said he got dolphin teeth.
Hell yeah, he got dolphin teeth.
Oh yeah, man. Diddy ass. Whatever.
Oh.
Yeah. I didn't even know the group B5 was with Bad Boy. They said they didn't see a dime, and they went on like a campaign on like
Was
make
it?
sure
They
you
had
read the fine
3
print on your
songs.
deals.
He
Like,
was in the Bump 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 video, wasn't he? He was like doing the
No, he said B5, not B2K.
oh.
Oh, that
B2K got
was a
fucking
deal
deals.
song. No.
Nope. Hey, moving on.
B2K had some classic.
I'm gonna save y'all from
Shout out to
yourself.
Cannon, man.
Hey, Tyrell and
I've been
Antonio,
trying
would you
to-
guys agree with me on this? Does Eminem have a song better than Busybody?
Does
Eminem?
Eminem have a song better than Busybody?
I can't think of a song I bumped before. Eminem song I bumped before.
Hey,
Busybody.
like Gucci said, you turn that on when you in the car with your lady?
So no, right?
No.
Thank you. All right, we can go on. What do you want to talk about next? Shout out
Is
to you.
Eminem better than Webby?
All right, let's relax.
No, man. I probably bumped Webby before I bumped Eminem.
I heard
All right,
Webby
so
will
bad.
slide you extra swisher if you go to his gas station and buy 3.
Oh, my God.
Oh, I guess Boosie like squashed all their issues. I guess they're
He
Who
still
cares?
work there, motherfucker. He
They
did
finna
one
drop
concert
some
with
shit.
him.
Yeah.
They finna drop some
Boosie can't
shit,
sponsor this shit with anybody.
Savage Life and Savage Life 2 are classics though. I'll keep up with that. But-
Yeah, that's a fact.
All right.
Nah.
So I've been listening to that new Young Thug album. It's not really an album; it's a compilation album,
Yeah.
Flying Language too.
First
And-
half is fire.
But I feel like the first album was really good. I loved it.
Oh.
This one has more range than the first one, and I feel like it's better in all those places where it tries to go too. I've been really
Yeah.
enjoying it. It's only been out one
Yeah.
day, so
I didn't like the first one at all.
Slime
No?
Language was
Really? I liked it.
right?
say it again.
No, that was
Slime
slimy season.
Oh, okay, never mind. I'm tripping.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
shit,
didn't
I
like
was
slime
sorry.
language.
Slime language is with the slime language, like the hands. The sign
Yeah.
language on the front.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah.
I forgot about that scene.
It was hard too. Yeah, that tape was hard.
But yeah, like,
Duh.
the first like 15 or so songs on this album are hard.
He blessed us
That's
with
a-
23.
That's a high ass number.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Nah,
blessed
it's
us with
tough.
23 tracks and got features
does.
all over it. Yeah.
Everywhere.
Yeah,
That's what I was looking at. I was like, damn, he got from Nav to Skepta, going all through
He
Drake.
could-
Skepta came
yeah, he
in and
could've kept
it
Travis
sounded
Scott.
fine.
Boo.
Yeah.
the song he had with
Doug
the
been working.
dude, you keep it. Yeah, no, that's just tough.
It's been working. And that tape with him and Chris Brown goes so slept on. That whole tape is fire.
That
Zaytoven put out a new project today too that I haven't
Seen
gotten to
that
listen to.
too.
I hit play on it at work and realized immediately I cannot play it at work.
he ain't gonna give you no clout. Tell us about something you actually listen to. What the fuck?
Conway dropped today or last night.
Bitch,
I
you listen to
I
it?
listened to that. I listened to it.
I didn't
I listened to
finish
it once though.
God damn it.
Benny definitely came on the track and blacked the fuck
Y'all
out.
trying to get backstage passes like a motherfucker. You don't know, listen to this.
What? Anybody listening to Conway? Conway, the hardest one to me. He my favorite.
Yeah,
No, that's
he's
not what
I
I'm
think he's
saying.
my favorite one too.
Talk about some shit you listen to.
Well, I listen to Slime Language too, and I listen to some of the Conway.
Man, we keep it in
Alright.
the buck. I've been listening to My Crazy Life all week.
There you go. There you go.
I'm not
What
gonna
else
lie
like
to
it?
you. What I've mostly been listening to has really been Detroit rap music, bro. I really fuck with Rio the Young OG and
Jay
Armstrong
Swan?
like that. Who is that? Just send me some of them because I need some of them. Because that Dumb
Don't
that
get him
Dumb and
started.
Dumber by them
Don't get
tape
him
is
started.
so fucking fire, bro. I love the disrespect. The disrespect shit is beautiful to me.
Gucci got another artist that dropped some last night too. Big Scar. That sounded alright. I was listening to that.
Yep.
And then
Yep.
Sweetie dropped a project. I know you guys are big fans of her.
Who?
Sweetie.
We
Oh
are.
yeah, man. She's had a rough these last few weeks. Like, got her Birkin
Yeah,
snatched
yeah.
from her. She's getting torn up for just keeping it a buck on the Justin LeBoy show. Like,
Oh yeah, I
And the
forgot.
XO tour lifestyle. That's that
Quavo
beat.
put her in the walls of Jericho in the elevator.
it's all bad, man. That was the
Wow.
clothesline from hell he was trying to set up.
Have you
He did
seen
try to
those
put
memes that
out
come out that say
something.
how women see it? They'd be like the funniest, like fucked up shit.
No.
You see those
I don't
memes?
like that. No.
They had like it was like how women see Quavo in the elevator. It's like a man like taking one off the top rope and throwing her down or
They
something.
thought it was like Thanos on Hulk.
Yeah, they had like shit like that. It's so damn funny. They did one with the old lady who be wrestling. They threw her off the top rope and like threw her on the table or some shit on the wrestler. I can't remember the old lady's name. Yeah, her. That old woman's funny. She be throwing it in people's faces and shit. You ever seen her
I love
like
McConan
finish
dropped
move?
a project too. Pause.
Who?
I love McConan.
He got the
weird.
project?
Who
Yeah, he
cares?
dropped
What?
Hey
is
man,
happening?
he had like 2 or 3 projects that were just
I know
fired.
you
from
never
back.
got
Hey,
into him.
I kind of fucked with his music.
I
man.
did.
I couldn't get
I
into
did.
it.
It sounded like he was like freestyling everything.
Yeah, it was like,
He
yeah, this ain't
was.
bad though. It wasn't
Yeah.
bad though.
If you like weren't
Yeah.
expecting like nothing to like really to blow you away nothing like that, and just like, oh, he heard the beat and is just spitting some shit, it was all right.
He
What do you think his
dropped
experiences were when making that album?
that. Hey, this kind of follows under music, but what y'all think about that Usher story that came out this week?
With the money, he a real nigga. I fuck with it. I fuck with the energy. Tough.
It was honestly less tight after I found out he actually paid. I liked it better when he stiffed everybody.
Hell yeah! I was like, oh shit, he ain't that innocent.
Oh my god, yeah. Sorry, Tony, me on the spill.
And then he posed with the suitcase full of his face money. Yeah, that was.
Oh my god, that's boss ass shit. That's some boss type shit though.
Oh my god, I'd love to do that at BJ's or Buffalo Wild Wings or something.
This Usher
he
story
made it
was
rain with his own money.
I needed the context from people who had more strip club experience than myself, and on the Joe Budden podcast, they were talking about that in strip clubs, there's always like a bitter stripper at the end of the night because the money didn't get split the right way, or they didn't get what they thought they were supposed to get, or whatever. And in that context of somebody making a tweet to complain about the fake money from Usher at the end of the night, it makes complete sense because they were saying all the scenarios how this could have happened. Like he threw a bunch of money, and then when it got to her, he threw the fake money, and so she thought she was going to get the Usher bag. She got the Usher bag.
She really got the Usher bucks though.
Well, Usher people said it was a promo thing, so I imagine they were like, "Yo, somebody tweet that this was some bullshit."
Yeah, so it could have been something like
it's the meeting earlier in the day or some shit when he came.
Yeah, he came in there. He probably spent like $20,000, but the one chick who got on the stage at the wrong time got the Usher box.
Oh, you know, she done had a long day and everything too. Asses ain't going right.
Yeah, man. Like
I've only got V-Bucks left for you, baby.
So then she tried to get him out of here the next day. Then it's like, no, I'm in Vegas promoting my show in Vegas that I have a residency for. So actually,
imagine her like stuffing them. Imagine her like picking them up and looking at the books and she pulling them away and like, damn. This nigga, you see this nigga's fro hawk on the side, you're gonna be hot.
Jesus fucking Christ. I'd be so mad.
Imagine you in that strip club too, and you as like a dude, you like step on a couple dollars, whatever, just try to like sneak some money and pick it up. It's like, oh shit.
If you had no idea who Usher was, like, how old would you say he was based on his appearance?
35.
I would say like mid to late 30s.
Yeah, he's like hella ambiguously aged. Like,
yeah, nigga, he is
like 32 to 40.
Yeah, he got a mohawk. You got the fucking mohawk and shit.
Yeah, no.
I feel like he is young, like abnormally young.
He just dropped the album like 2-3 years ago.
I feel like he was 17 for like 6 years when I was a kid.
Yeah, him and Beyonce are like the same age or some shit like that.
And she's one that always gets you off guard too. Because
when you Beyonce, you gotta be way older than Beyonce.
He's 42.
He don't have to be way older. Right?
Beyonce was wild young.
Jay-Z was corner. Jay-Z was he was at the set of the Smart Guy episode. She was on like, yo, what's up?
Oh my god, bro.
If you go on Disney Plus and look at like the behind the scenes, you see Jay-Z waiting on Beyonce by her like room and shit.
Oh, you don't. I hate this nigga.
I'm just saying, man. I've heard people say she's a mail order bride, but whatever. It is
Beyonce's
I don't know, man. She was fucking with Slim Thug too. How old was Slim Thug when he was fucking with her?
Beehive, he fed it, not us.
A mail order bride? How would you even get to that place? What is wrong with you?
Beyonce was kind of fast then. Now that I think about it.
Shakur can't wait for us to get the Campbell hating hour.
Little ratchet ass.
Look at him! Look at him!
Y'all remember when this?
Somebody said she was a mail-in order bride.
Y'all remember when this was a sports podcast?
No, it still is. We can talk about sports.
We touch on all topics here, but
battle rap's a sport. Stripping's a sport.
Y'all don't want to talk about Quando Rondo spilling his soul to Angela Yee in the back of a Rolls Royce?
I didn't even watch the interview.
You didn't miss it.
I know he only been making music videos from goddamn prison cells and Avenger compounds and shit. That nigga cannot shoot a
nigga. He's been in the same backyard for every single video he's made.
He called Big U like, please let me go outside.
He said, I try to do some charity shit.
I'm not saying he's not like pussy or nothing. I'm sure he's tough and all that stuff, but they're static. Like people
sound smart. What is
that like? Well, yeah, it's like there's you got a target on his back and like
unfairly.
No, I don't think Chicago guys have ever discriminated. Like, if you killed one of ours, it doesn't really matter if they were in the wrong. You're next.
It can still be unfair, but I know the situation. It can still be unfair though. Like,
hey. Bullets ain't got no names, and they got a whole clip of names for him.
Yeah, right. I seen Lil Reese do an interview this last week. I watched, and it was the most awkward shit of like someone that doesn't want to sit there and talk, but he did like 4 parts with this dude, like,
with why?
I don't know. He like talked about like his childhood and stuff, and he said like, yeah, no, like we was like game banging like at 6. Like, oh my god,
Jeez.
Big rakes, nigga.
Just throwing the shit up, just walking around throwing it up. I'm like, yeah.
I thought it was a great interview, and I really enjoyed it.
Actually, yeah, tremendous work. Actually, just very inspiring. Like
very well spoken.
Whatever you want to do, Reese, we're here for you. We support. This is a pro Lil Reese podcast.
I don't think he makes bad music. I think Lil Reese music ain't that bad.
When's the last time you heard a Lil Reese song?
Huh? 2013.
She
left the cat.
Benji Chasing's probably my favorite Lil Reese song.
So when's the last time? Yeah, put another one on. That's what Ace Amin does. Every time someone caps in a round, he puts another hat on.
No, it's a cross capping.
No, that's my favorite Lil Reese song.
No, when's the last time you heard one? Like, what's the last time you heard one?
I probably like over a year. Maybe like if I got my music on shuffle, like something will pop up.
No, it won't.
I got Lil Reese music in my phone.
He can't shoot you.
I'm telling you, I have his music in my phone.
I've got Lil Reese music in my phone too.
Not when the last time one played. Was the last time one like
years.
some new shit popped up. Like, oh, Lil Reese, let me put this in the AirPods.
If I see something, I'll check a couple songs.
He's not answering. You know you ain't seen shit.
Okay, I listen to everything, bro. I get everything.
I see it, I don't remember when I.
You haven't seen it though.
You still had a fade the last time you heard a Lil Reese song.
What was Lil Reese's last project?
Don't care. No one cares.
I like Lil Reese. He's not bad.
Oh my!
He can't shoot you,
that's
bro.
That's not the point. That's
At
not
one
the
point, he was
point.
better than Lil Durk if we're keeping it above.
Oh my god, dude! Is Lil Reese in your room?
Durk
right
just
now?
went on a run like this last 2 years.
Blink twice if Lil Reese is in your room.
Dude, even when Durk, signed to French Montana, like, he signed to Trash and made some trash.
I'm like Durk like that. I'm not listening to Durk like that.
That Durk Coke Boy shit. It really lasts long because French Montana's music fucking stinks. French Montana's might be like
I don't know how the fuck
hip hop artist, bro. Did you guys listen to French Montana's last album?
No, I've never listened to a French Montana
My
album.
Spotify told me I did.
Oh,
Yo, you must have forgot about that shit quick, dude.
Nah.
Remember he was on the internet bragging about
He was hacking streams.
my album went gold in 5 minutes, and then you look at the track listing, like, bro, No Shopping and No Flocking came out 2.5 years ago. How the fuck is this on this album?
Yeah, you did not try to stuff a Drake Lucy on here and capitalize.
How could Max B be the one to get that time out there, man?
Because he got 75 years in prison?
Oh,
His best song is the Law and Order theme song.
He'll be home soon.
our DP had me listening to the next B project that came out like last year. Shit was kind of fire.
Miami? Oh, no.
Tyrell, please help us. Pull us out of here.
Jesus Christ. Niggas been talking about rappers we don't give a fuck about for 38 minutes. Did anybody have a player of the week or a stat they'd like to highlight this week?
You start. You prep.
Hey, man. I got you. So my team of the week, Tony, I pulled this one out especially for you. My team of the week is the 92-93 Dallas Mavericks. They had a league worst negative 1,246 point differential, which is beating the second worst team by negative 255 points. Which, if you're not sure what a point differential is, they were outscored by 1,246 points over a season of basketball. They finished 11-71. They attempted the fifth most field goals per game with 88, but they shot a league worst 43% from the field. They shot the 11th most three-pointers in a game. They shot 10 a game, which would be a quarter these days. They shot 33%, which was 12th in the league. They allowed their opponents to shoot the fourth highest number of field goals, which they shot 82 a game, and they gave up a league worst 50% shooting all season long. They gave up 35% from three, which at the time was above league average. Let me see. They also sent teams to the free throw line more than any other team. They sent people to the free throw line 37 times a game on average, and were giving up 28 free points a game. So I think they were outscored by 15 points a game, giving up 28 points at the free throw line a game. They were also bottom 5 in the league in blocks, turnovers, fouls.
This is like the most trolling shit ever I've seen by this nigga in my life. Fuck?
They literally had the worst net rating in NBA history. Notable names on that team: they had Derek Harper, who played 62 games. Jim Jackson played 28 games, and Tim Lakler came off the bench for 30 games. But I saw negative 1,246, and I lost my mind because that is fucking incredible to get outscored. But I think they won one back-to-back game. Like, they had one win streak the entire season, as you could imagine. And they were averaging losing games by like 20 points, 15 to 20 points a game, every single game.
What year was this?
92, 93.
That has to be the worst single-season team ever.
Yeah. Not by record, or by record.
It's just that sounds like
by beating by the most points, they're the worst team ever.
That sounds equivalent to like a college team, like going to play in the league.
What year was this again?
92, 93.
So hold on, I want to see who they drafted with that pick the next year.
I don't know. Probably nobody. Probably traded it like they love to do.
I'd rather say Van Exel, but no, I don't think he was there. Was he? What year did he get drafted?
That might have been the 93 or 94 draft. I could see that.
Popeye Jones and Lucius Harris.
Jesus.
Wow. Oh, no, my bad. Hold on. Jamal Mashburn and Darren Morningstar. So Jamal Mashburn probably was the pick. He was the fourth overall
Jamal
pick.
Mashburn was gone, 2 years later, I think?
Yeah, and was hooping somewhere else.
He played 3 years in Dallas and had a split year.
Okay. 2-3 years later.
Yeah.
My player of the week.
But yeah, that was my team of the week.
My player of the week was Steph Curry, man. Does it all the time.
Talk about it.
I think it says Curry dropped 29 3-pointers over like his last 3 games, the most over 3 games span in NBA history. I think he had in those games he had 42, 53, 38. He shot 11 for 16, 10 for 18, 8 for 15 for 3 of them nights.
11 for 16 is dumb.
He's playing 2K.
Yeah,
I don't know how he just, bro. It's like this nigga's just nice, bro. And it's not even like just the jump shots too, because he's mixing you the whole time and can get to the cup too.
Mm-hmm. And on a bad team where it's like, if Steph's not shooting the ball, no one's shooting the ball here.
So I think those guys he averaged 40 points, shot 57%, bro.
That's insane.
Shot 50% from 3.
He's gonna be one of them players that like they bring up the numbers like 15 years from now, and it's gonna be like, okay, something was going on in that area. That's not right. Like, you can't really talk about him.
Yeah, it's absolutely right.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we'll have 4K video of all of it.
No, you can't cap out of this one.
Yeah, that brother is nice.
He was baking everybody.
The game where he broke Wilt's all-time Warriors scoring record. Richard Jefferson asked him after the game, like, I could tell you kind of wanted to break it in the first quarter. He was like, absolutely. Scored 19 points in the first quarter, which is exactly what he needs. Like, yeah, let me get this over with right now. There ain't no half-stepping.
Yeah, he just be turning it up when he wants to. Nice.
I don't know what you do with like somebody like that. Because
stop their teammates.
Every traditional lesson in basketball about how to play defense and like where to guard on the floor, what shots to give up, it's wrong against Steph Curry.
It's everywhere.
Yeah, because he can bake you at the hoop too. It's not like you can just like let him go in there and do layups. Like, he's great there too. Like, it's just happens to be.
That makes it funnier with like a couple years ago, all the old dudes like Bruce Bowen and shit was like, you just guard him 94 feet. Like, okay. That doesn't really work. Or you trap him at half court. Okay, doesn't really work.
ESPN just did an article like that asking like Bruce Bowen, Ron Artest, and I think Tony Allen about how they would guard Luka Doncic. And again, another interesting thing of like what they think they would do. Like, I think Tony Allen said like, "Oh, I'm just going to sit on his left hand and like not let him get to the step back." Because
sounds good.
Yeah, because he shoots like a ridiculous percentage on that, so it's like I'm just going to make his game uncomfortable and make him go to that side or whatever. But another one of those things is people like breaking like
work like that though with Luka.
Yeah, it's like people that like
nothing away from Tony
basketball.
Allen. I think that but these motherfuckers play today, they really can maneuver, bro, and it's different.
And there is no like, what do you do to stop him? Because most of what Steph does is like, cool, you sit on my right hand. Okay, I got off the ball. Now I ran through 5 screens and now I'm wide open. So it doesn't really matter that you did all that. Like, yeah, if we're playing and one ball and I'm one-on-one-ing you the entire possession, sure, you could stop him, but and even that don't really work.
No, it's like, yeah, you're stuck in Kevon Looney's armpit, and I got 4 inches of space. I'm going up.
Yeah.
And the way Steph them shoot is like, bro, you could literally have your hand right there. They still gonna hit that.
Ain't gonna matter. My player of the week, Julius Randle. So before the game tonight, where he dropped 44 on the Dallas Mavericks and helped our draft position,
Jesus Christ,
he was averaging.
These niggas hate the Mavericks, dog.
For this week, he was averaging 30 points a game, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, shooting 36% from deep, 45% from the floor. Yeah, just unbelievable performance. Like this whole entire season from him. This week, another feather in the cap. He dropped tonight on 16 of 29 shooting, 6 of 11 from deep, dropped 44 points, 10 boards, 7 assists, a steal, a block. Like,
oof, I love a Laker legend, man. That's crazy.
Oh,
yeah,
you're not doing that. He's
and in this week too, he did beat the Lakers too. So but yeah, that's definitely my play of the week. Honorary mention to Akil Badu, still killing it. Another honorary mention to Jazz Chisholm.
Oof.
Also killing it. Also on the
Jazz Chisholm makes me want to go buy 6 more chains tonight.
I want to get my first chain.
I want to tuck that in real quick.
He's been going off.
That boy is
get on my baseball game. I'm not taking advantage of this MLB.
Every time I see a baseball highlight, it's a black man doing something. So I'm about to start watching.
There's a lot of us, and we're.
It used to be Dexter Fowler and no one else. So I'm out here.
You wasn't paying attention.
D. Gordon was there. I don't know. I wasn't looking at nobody else.
Those are 2 completely different eras.
You know what's crazy? It's crazy how the older generation was like super baseball fans and stuff like that, but then like our generation kind of like this big baseball fans like that. Like, I mean, like it's like black people. And a lot of people like. I feel like that's how it was. But
it feels that way, but it's really it's an age thing. Period. Baseball's had a hard time keeping fans into the game as other sports have gotten more entertaining and found more ways to reach out to younger crowds. Baseball has been very much trying to stick to tradition and old stuff, and that's been hard. There was actually I have it on the list here, a story this week because Anthony Edwards didn't know who A-Rod was. If baseball has failed reaching out to young black people, and I probably should have actually read this link, but I was just looking for something to link to the Anthony Edwards thing. I personally feel like it's just an issue with them reaching out to the youth, period.
Yeah, like Anthony Edwards was born in the 2000s? Like, it's not that surprising that he doesn't know who Alex Rodriguez is.
It kind of is.
I mean, but he's a household name, I feel like, though.
Because he played baseball is why I would have thought he would have known him.
Yeah.
But, I mean, at the same time.
Anthony Edwards, for the most part, is an interesting case because he's like, I watch football and don't really watch anything else.
He didn't watch basketball, did he?
Yeah, he's like, I don't watch basketball. I watch football, played football, and didn't watch anything else. But no, I still think there is the point of like, we grew up around all black folks and know like a handful of black folks that played baseball, let alone watched it. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't have many friends who like really paid attention to baseball like that. Part of it is like the game is boring, but like there was no real engagement for us to play baseball growing up. Like,
I definitely don't like baseball because of Griffey and because he was black as a kid. And then once I got older,
the travel leagues and the pay-to-play leagues, like that shit was way too expensive for us to think about playing.
So,
it wasn't even more expensive than AAU basketball. We know people that played that.
But if you play AAU basketball, you were probably good enough at like, I just picked up a basketball, went to the court, and now I'm nice. I play for my school, and now I'm nice. So I know I'm going to like, I didn't play AAU basketball, even though I played basketball all the time.
It's the same
like,
thing with
completely
baseball.
Different. No, it's not.
Yes, it is. I know I played baseball all through my youth.
You're the only person I know who like we know a handful of people who play baseball through their youth.
You don't have to be that good to play.
Did anybody else on this podcast play baseball growing up?
I played it 1 year.
Like, yeah, that's not the same.
I played more years of baseball than I played football.
we could go to a park and go get a 10 of right now to hoop. Like what? That's not the same at all.
No, but I'm saying like AAU isn't like it's not a free thing. It's the thing you have to invest time and money.
That's what I'm saying. But like to even know that you're good enough to play AAU, like is easier to find out than like, oh yeah, I went and played baseball this week. Like you got to make a concerted effort to go find out that you're good at baseball to pay to play in an RBI league.
You might feel like that about baseball, but I'm telling you, it's the same thing about AAU. You might feel like that about baseball because it wasn't around you, but I'm telling you, it's the same thing with AAU. It's the same thing.
You don't have to be that good to play AAU basketball, bro. I played AAU.
You don't have to be the same thing. You don't have to be that good to play travel baseball either, like Legion or anything like
I'm
that.
not even. I guess I'm not talking about as good, but like niggas ain't just like, oh yeah, let's go to the park and play baseball.
No, getting 9-on-9 is very hard to do.
Yeah, but I'm saying like for basketball, like to even get to a point of playing AAU, like oh yeah, I hoop every day. I know I like to hoop. I'm gonna go play on an AAU team. I'm not about to be like, oh yeah, mom, sign me up for the RBI team because I played catch once.
You would play for a Metro Park for the City League first, and then you would find out
which niggas wasn't doing. That's what I'm saying.
It was free. It was free or like $20 at most.
Which niggas wasn't doing is what I'm saying.
Football was like $100 or something like that when we were kids.
Not for Metro Parks.
And you could get a waiver for that. It was
yeah,
like
you could get a waiver. Yeah.
You can get a waiver for it.
Yeah, like I don't know why people weren't signing up for it. I mean, I'm saying I did play it. Like I said, I played that more years than I played football. And I saw people leave there to go play for the Legion team because they would come practice on the same field as us or after us, or be at like Heidelberg or Peck or whatever the same time we were there, and it would be like, oh, we played against them last year. Now he's on this travel team. I don't know. Yeah. AAU basketball seemed farther away to me than it did to play like travel baseball. But I know like now growing up looking at it, it's like it's the same thing.
I guess. Well, so what do you think the disconnect is then?
He probably knew more people playing AAU basketball or baseball than basketball, and we probably knew more people that play AAU basketball than baseball.
Yeah, I think it's when I got to middle school, I met more people. I knew more people that played AAU basketball than did played travel baseball. But I think the disconnect is like it is similar to what you said. Like with basketball, all you need, like you can play basketball with like one other person. You can do 1-on-1, right? That doesn't exist in baseball. You'd have someone throwing to you and you're hitting, but now you guys both have to go out to the outfield to grab the balls back or whatever. You need more people.
I think it's more of a slower game too compared to other games.
Well, too. And maybe like the flat cost of getting into baseball costs more too, because if both people, or at a minimum, if it's two people that are just doing like just BP, right? You need a ball and you need a bat, and a bat itself for a kid is expensive. Then you get to everyone needs a glove, and a glove doesn't have to be expensive, but it can be. By expensive, I mean like over $100. That's not uncommon.
I didn't even know they got that expensive.
Yeah, it all depends. You probably won't buy one for like your kid who's like in 4th grade playing City League baseball. That'll be like $30, $20, whatever. But as you get to like middle school and you want to get like actual serious equipment, it gets more expensive. Bats were like $140 for like a D Marini like -3 nice bat that like makes a good sound and all that stuff. So it can add up, but that's not like entry level equipment. That's not what you're buying for the first time when you get into it. But for basketball, literally all you need is a ball and bodies. So I understand from that aspect. If you have absolutely nothing, like basketball is way easier to get to. But as far as like actually getting to the travel league stuff, it's not any more ever than it is to get to travel league basketball. It's the same thing. I guess I'm
talking about leading up to. I guess I shouldn't say once you're in a travel league, but shit, I didn't know a travel league for baseball existed until I got to like junior year of high school when them niggas started traveling. So like that is definitely a completely different. Like we knew people who were traveling for AAU games in 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade. I'm sure baseball players were doing that too, but I didn't know that existed.
I knew people going to like ABC camps in middle school for basketball, and like that shit was unheard of to me. Like
my brother actually was on a baseball team for like a couple years. Now that I think about it, damn. Now that I think about it, I didn't even realize that. So he was
even with the article you posted, Blake, 8% of opening day rosters in 2020 featured black players were made up 8% of those opening rosters. So there's some sort of disconnect of the other two sports are 60-70% black. Like it starts somewhere. You can't say it's exactly the same.
I'm not arguing against that at all. I mean, I think they have an issue targeting young people, period. But at the same time, it's like for baseball to establish itself in places where black people are large in numbers, it would require like a civic investment as far as like renovating some type of space to make a field,
like fields and shit.
Exactly. You have to make a field. You have to maintain the grass on the field. You have to maintain the surface on the field. You can't just put down some concrete and some lines and leave it and then it's good like basketball does or football. A lot of times we all come up to like through the schools. It's not really you're not playing outside of that field. Really. Yeah. So it's even like NFL players talk about like their high school they came from. You're not playing like on travel teams in football. You're playing for your high school. So
football. That's new for like 7-on-7 travel leagues. That's like
7-on-7.
Yeah, that's a regional thing too. That's not everywhere. It's like if you're like in California, Texas, or the South, like you might involve yourself in those. But other than that, it's most of the time you're coming out of your high school.
Yeah,
and that's like an established thing that's paid for by the city. It's not like, you don't need something outside of that.
Yeah, well, baseball boring as hell. Who gives a fuck? R.I.P. Jamal Murray and his ACL. Tore his ACL this week. Looks like he will miss the rest of the season, and I imagine a little bit of next season. No, he'll probably be back for next season. But what y'all think that does to Denver? Like, I feel like any
man.
Maybe I don't think they're making it out the first round at this point.
They play all in the first round. They're getting out of there.
Yeah, they're playing the Lakers or the Clippers, and they're not making it out of the first round.
They just got excited because Anthony Davis can walk on his own two legs this week, so I'm not really worried. Y'all ain't doing shit.
Okay, that sounds good. He got cleared for on-court practice. Don't mean he can only walk.
Oh boy,
he's been walking great. Even
boy,
on the sideline,
star player back.
I'm a real boy.
Talk about. You just mad because you don't know what it's like to have good players on your team.
Sorry, we have two.
Do you?
Do you trust y'all future with Julius Randle?
Yeah.
All right.
But everybody ain't put some respect on Julius Randle's name. Shakur, you don't have a team, but he'd have done your team in too.
No, Julius Randle's a hooper. He's nice.
Yeah. Knicks have a top 3 defense in the league. Shout out to RJ Barrett on the perimeter holding it down.
They got RJ Barrett. They got Quickly. They got
RJ Barrett shooting like 40% from deep over the last 45 games, something like that.
Are you top 3 or are you number 1?
Huh?
Are you top 3 or are you number 1? Because the Lakers still have the number 1 defense in our league with our best 2 defensive players.
Number 3 in what category?
Defense. You just said defense.
I don't know, but what's category?
Yeah, I'm asking you what you just said. I'm not.
We have the top 3 defense. We're number 3 in I think points allowed.
We got the number 1 defense in the league. That's all that matters.
Which category are you basing the
net rating? Net rating.
Net rating is like based on how much you score versus how much they score. What does your defense give up? We're leading the league in sub 100-point games given up. Where are you guys at?
Probably close. I don't have the
probably close.
Memorized. I'm sorry. I just know we're the number 1 defense in the league.
Okay. That's cool. You're giving up 1,900-point games. That's it.
Let's see. What place y'all at, Blake?
I think 4th or 5th.
You think y'all gonna win a playoff series this year?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna play the Hornets.
That was halfway. Yeah, he don't know.
Ain't no halfway.
Yeah, he don't know. I heard. Yeah.
We're gonna win a series and have your lottery pick.
What team do you feel like y'all need to play that the best chance to?
It don't matter. Give us Brooklyn. We'll get them out of here for you.
All right.
It's a fact. They've got it. We've lost twice on some bullshit to them. Give us Brooklyn.
You know what's going to happen. You know what's going to happen. I feel like the Knicks gonna get swept or something, but Julius Randle gonna end up playing somewhat decent, and Blake gonna run with it for next.
Right now, the Knicks are the 6th seed. They're a half game back in the loss column behind Boston and Atlanta. But if the playoffs started today, they play Milwaukee.
We would get Giannis out of here. Him and we would get Budenholzer fired.
That would be entertaining.
Are you shitting?
The Bucks is shit in the playoffs, but I still think they're beating y'all.
When Reggie Bullock is locking up Giannis for 48 minutes and y'all are, oh my
God.
You don't even need to worry about locking up Giannis in the playoffs. You can let him score 48 a game. You can still beat that
You're
team.
like, man, how is Reggie Bullock this slept on? This is crazy, bro. He's really good.
He's not slept on. He was a former Laker. I know he.
If someone's gonna pay him $60 million next year, he's gonna go over there and stink.
Develop talent over there. Nobody play good for y'all that come from there. These Laker players just be out there just thriving.
Down the list, man. Let's get out of here. What are we doing?
Sports in the beginning.
I did see a stat about Paul George. Paul George is 6 of 50.
You put it on that one?
Counter go-ahead field goal attempts in the fourth quarter and overtime.
He's what?
It's a great thing we can read that.
6 out of 50.
On go-ahead shots in the fourth quarter?
Yeah, or game-time field goals in the fourth quarter and overtime.
Why is Skip Bayless not crushing him for not having a clutch gene?
No, that's a crazy stat. And then I also saw that today would be Joe McKnight's 33rd birthday, but he got killed a couple years ago.
Damn.
Joe McKnight?
Yeah. Remember Joe McKnight?
Damn.
The dude murdered him in like the traffic incident, whatever. Like
the road rage shit.
Yeah.
Rip.
Dog
Giggle, giggle, ha ha.
What's so funny about
nothing's funny.
Piece of shit. What else? You got LaMarcus Aldridge retired this week due to Andre Drummond putting him in the torture chamber. Had his heart racing.
Yeah. That's so fucked up.
Am I lying?
Why did this nigga just sit on a bench and just take the bag and get out of here? What are you doing?
Because his heart don't beat right. If asking him to play all good life and death.
Yeah, Andre Drummond shooting 47% at the hoop against him made him get the fuck out of here.
Did he give him the too small gesture or not?
No, you're right. That clip is running through his mind right now. 7-time All-Star. Like, he said, I'm too little.
Yeah.
His heart was beating fine before that. He was okay before that.
Doing this, dog. Yeah,
Am I lying?
Yeah, just killed this man.
He was in great health. All the last 2 years, he was in great health. Played one game.
Was he in great health, though?
Allegedly, according to him, he was on my fantasy team this year, hooping.
Does him retiring make you like Andre Drummond more?
No, it has no effect. It has no effect.
You better.
It has no effect.
When y'all have Andre Drummond and Anthony Davis leading you in the playoffs, because Braun wasn't coming back. What if y'all have Drummond, Anthony Davis, and Caruso? Where do y'all finish?
All Caruso got to do is call AD or Kyrie, and
that's back to back.
Is over. Oh man. Oh, niggas
hey man, shout out to Marcus Aldridge, man. Me and him.
He just muted.
He just moved his mouth. He muted himself.
All right. Dwayne Wade bought into the Jazz today. and a partial owner.
Go ahead, hot take. Hot take.
KD.
Shout out to Gabrielle Union. She be eating ass.
Why do you think he chose that team?
I think it's more so you get him where you can, and he had a friend that was inside the ownership group for that team already. So.
Oh, okay. The dude that just bought in is friends with him.
Something. Yeah, the dude from Qualtrics, Ryan from Qualtrics.
Okay, I'm assuming that's the main dude. I would assume that he would have bought a little piece of the Heat first before he bought a piece.
Is it Mickey Harrison that owns the Heat?
Yeah, they offered him something before, but they couldn't agree to terms. Mickey Harrison tweeted about it today. He's like he was upset that him and Dwayne couldn't come to an agreement or whatever, but he said he's happy for him to get into the ownership stake.
Nigga, you the one that couldn't come to the agreement. What you mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a lot of money and a lot of whatever. They might have tried to.
Feel somebody that look like Myers Leonard, they would have got a deal. Fast.
Why do you? They got him the fuck out of there. Why are you trying to make it seem like they're?
I said somebody that looked like him. If they say Myers Leonard specifically,
they wouldn't have done that.
They didn't value that black man's contributions to that franchise, man.
No, I think they probably considered the fact that him being there would have dropped the value for everybody. So they might not have given the same number the Jazz did, because the Jazz are not in like an attractive place like Miami.
Yeah, fuck Utah.
I agree. I've been there. I didn't like it.
I can agree with it. Drove through the whole landscape, looked like Katie hair.
Oh my god,
Katie hair.
KD be wearing the Marvin Gaye beanies now.
He should. That picture came out of this here in the off season. That nigga
Dude, he should
cover
just
that shit up.
he should just
That
go all
nigga
in
see
on
that.
fake hair and get
It should
braids.
be looking like real dust. Like shit weird.
It looks like niggas put Velcro strips on his head.
I'm
Like,
not
just
talking about
peeled them
anybody's hair because I'm going through it over here. So.
Like when like
Nigga
you got like
refuse to see a
Velcro,
barber.
like when you got like
I'm not
Velcro
going to
shoes.
no damn barber. What
The
is this,
old
man? What's going on
patches,
here?
He probably one of them niggas that
Y'all
get
see this?
defensive when you say something about his hair too. He prideful now. That's what he known for, so he keep it there.
Have y'all ever
Where's
had
it
like
going?
Like y'all ever had like shorts that like when you wash them too much, like they get all the little fuzz balls on them because you wash them too much? That's what his head looked like.
Y'all
That's what
have
his
good hair.
Blake is dying. Oh my god.
It does. That's
I
funny.
think his scalp looked like it's been too close
right.
to the sun.
Fuck that noise. Y'all think Julian Edelman's going to the Hall of Fame?
Fuck no.
Yes.
Stop it.
The Patriots. Hall of Fame.
I think his playoff
Okay.
stats are good, but it might
The
like
Kent
regular
State
season
Hall of
like
Fame.
that.
Yeah, the
He's
white
going to take
receiver.
Aaron Hernandez. He's not even the best Kent State player of all time.
You don't got to be the best to be in the Hall of Fame. It's a hall. You don't have a
I know,
hall
it's
for
just-
one person.
It's just hilarious. He ain't the best
He's
nowhere.
6,000 receiving yards.
They put his stats next to Heinz Ward's, and Heinz Ward blows
They were
up
double
fucking
everything.
water.
He can't
And
even
literally
get-
everything.
And they
I
put
thought
him
that
on
it was
the
funny. Pro Football Reference has a Hall of Fame monitor like stat, and 105 basically is like what you need to be like into the Hall of Fame. It's average for a Hall of Fame wide receiver for the NFL. Julian Edelman has 36.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
And
Why
this
we
ain't the
can't
shit
have
on
this
Julian
conversation?
Edelman hour, but because he did have a hell of a career, he had a lot of big moments for the playoffs. Like he's a
Yeah,
hell of a
6,000
big time
receiver.
receiver.
You rather go to the Bucks. Watch.
But boy, was sports media reaching for a story this week.
Dog, that shit was crazy. And they've been doing it the past couple of years, especially anytime they do something in the playoffs. They're like, wow. And they'll just say, like, yo, future Hall of Famer. Like, did I miss something?
It's not
You-
ubiquitous. It's not happening everywhere, but it's happening more times than it should for his. What his
It was
number
happening everywhere. When Tom was still there, they would just say, yeah, like,
It
you
wasn't
got a future
everywhere.
Hall of Fame receiver.
Nah, it was pretty.
It was in
on-
the places
on
that
Fox and
mattered.
Sports Center. It was on Fox.
It
and
was a
Sports
conversation. It wasn't, but there would be just as much opposition as there would be support, if
Center. It
not
was on
more
those
opposition.
shows.
It wasn't really opposition because they were just addressing him as that. Like, it wasn't even the conversation. It was just like, yeah, you know,
This is-
future Hall of Fame
I don't-
Julian
I don't
Edelman's on
agree.
the team. Okay. You don't got to agree for it to be true.
I don't
Marshall
know if it's
Falk
true or
has
not.
more
Neither of us
receiving
can prove this. I just feel like I feel like it was brought up. I don't feel like it was agreed
That
upon.
Marshall Falk had more
That's
receiving
Marshall
what I'm
yards.
Falk
saying. It
has
wasn't
more
even
receiving
brought up.
yards than Julian Edelman as a fucking running back.
Shout out to Marshall Falk.
nasty.
Shout out to
No, yeah, he's
Julian
a
Edelman.
A legend.
Fuck Julian Edelman.
Why?
And then
I
I guess lastly, y'all think Mac Jones is gonna fall out of the first round
No.
he's going third overall because he's
because he
because everybody
may or
loves
may
him
not have-
white. And he's good though, but still, he's definitely. I don't know. It's just
I don't think it'll matter in the
I
slightest.
don't think it'll matter either. It shouldn't matter. You
No,
did some
it
shit when you
says-
were 13. Like, no.
For those who haven't seen, Mac Jones may or may not have been in a costume dressed up as Obama, aka No Obama,
with
wearing
braids.
dreadlocks under a blackface-ish mask. Posted to his sister's Twitter account when he was from 2012 when he was 13 years old. So can't really hold much to that because you 13, somebody tells you to put some shit on, you put the shit on.
Yeah. And honestly, like dressing up as a president, not problematic. Dressing up as a president and making the funny part about them is that they're black, and now you're trying to go extra on that by adding a dreadlock wig. That's problematic. But
A dreadlock wig to a nigga with a Caesar.
like perfectly maintained, like never fucked up through his whole entire 8-year run. But yeah, like you can't do that part of it. But 13 years old, this happened in 2012. Says as much about his parents as you may think it says about him. There's a lot of time since then. A lot of things have happened since then. It's a conversation that definitely has to be had with whoever selects him, but it shouldn't.
I'm gonna say
affect
what I said the first time we talked about him. I don't trust a quarterback whose real name is McCorkle. Don't fuck with it. Don't
That's
like
wild.
it. Can't be
That's
good.
wild. That tells me you come from a region.
Nigga,
I'm-
McCorkle Jones is
Yeah.
a name.
That sounds like a fucking Klansman.
Likely,
Jesus
he's
Christ.
probably a junior.
It doesn't sound like
or
a
kid.
Klansman.
The McCorkles.
No, that's his
No, that's
first
his
name.
first name.
Yeah.
You don't
Some-
name your kid that if he's not racist.
Like he was rolling
Mac
around
Jones'
with,
name is McCorkle
with
Jones.
Dutch and Lomar Red did.
Yes, wow.
That's funny.
Yeah, no,
He
yeah,
does sound like
yeah.
a gun-toting motherfucker.
No, that sounds like a fucking noose tote motherfucker.
You think it's that because his
McCorkle Jones.
you understand that there are different areas of the country where people have different names.
Yes, and I don't want to be in that area.
Yeah. I don't want to know nobody personally named McCorkle now that I think about it. Oh, man.
Y'all up there with the
Like-
Aidens and the Zavens and the
Like if you're
Balins.
going to school and you're like, oh, we got a new kid named McCorkle Jones coming to school. He's gonna sit next to you. Like, no, the fuck, he's not.
his name would have been Mac, and you'd have been like, okay.
Yeah.
You're like, no, his name is McCorkle Jones. All right, that's a
Let
white.
me find
dude.
out our Mac's name is McCorkle. I'm blocking him immediately.
It's not. His is actually a
Fuck.
That's what he
Okay.
tells us.
I'm
That's
about to
the
start
worst
calling
name.
him McCorkle now. Oh, this is funny. I'm about to start calling him McCorkle.
shout out to
That
Mac
sounds like
because he
a-
listens
you
to this
can't
every
get-
single week,
you
and I
can't tell
appreciate
him
it. He hits me up and talks about it. So
If he makes it this far into the podcast, let him know I hate McCorkle.
he will, and he'll let you know about it.
Shout out to
Admit it.
McCorkle, man.
We got 3 hours in
McCorkle's
before we
out
talk about
Kings,
sports.
man.
It
He
won't
was
be
fucking
3
hard.
hours. It'll
If
be
he didn't
like
play
2.
football and wasn't good at it, he definitely.
All right,
would
we
go
done? Because I got a question for y'all after this.
Let's get it. Is this the plantation question?
No. It's gonna be
Oh,
recorded.
okay.
It's for planning shit. Either way,
done?
so thank y'all for coming out, checking out episode 5, making it this far. We appreciate it. Please stay safe out there. Especially if you're black and you're getting pulled over by the police. Definitely stay safe because they're not fucking around right now. So,
Yeah,
Can I
fuck
give
well.
a shout out before we turn the
sir,
show off?
the floor is as much yours as it is mine.
I'd like to give a shout out to LaShante Hecker. You've been killing it on IG. Respond to my DMs and let me love you.
She go by her real name and like the whole thing.
Yeah, that's her real name.
Damn, she ain't even got like.
Tay.
We've had conversations on Twitter before. Just search my name.
All right,
Touch
LaShante
that
Hecker.
ass.
The ball's in your court, baby. What you gonna do, man? Don't leave my boy out here hanging.
Oh, shout out to all the beautiful ladies that got drafted in the WNBA last night.
Shout out to y'all too.
I'm a fan. I will be copping some.
Jersey.
Don't lie. Don't lie.
I'm not buying
God's
a jersey. I'll check out a few games.
All right, will you?
Yeah, yeah.
Buy a jersey.
Cody
dress.
chicks will get hit.
He's lying.
Oh, brother.
Okay.
Hit like respectfully.
Thank
Like,
you for tuning
consensual
in.
sex.
You're all right,
Yeah,
Craig.
yeah,
Get the
please,
fuck
fucking
out of
fuck.
here,
Did you
boy.
see the one chick grandma was turned up?
Yes, I did.
Dude, like 3 out of the first 5 picks were kind of cute. Not even kind of cute. Like some of the bitches were bad.
All right.